We can go outside.
Good evening. It's another podcast Thursday. I'm gonna make that. Go ahead and hashtag that. Podcast Thursday. I know you don't like it. It's okay. It's gonna catch on. Podcast Thursday. Good evening, POV family, POV Nation. We are here for another episode of the Satchel POV. As always, I'm your host, Jeff. I I have my lovely wife
I was
with me.
about to say, you forgot who I was.
No,
What's really happening?
can I finish the intro?
Yes, in the beginning.
Jesus, so much more nice today. Anyway,
You know what?
keep sipping.
What you
Just
saying?
finish. Keep sipping what you sipping
I
on.
had no hurry. Go ahead.
And
I'm not thirsty like you.
you acting real thirsty. Anyway,
Oh, really? That's how you always say.
that's you don't want
This gonna be spicy.
I mean, he feeling real good about himself, but I mean, you come on and bring it. That's how you feel.
I'm just trying to introduce everybody. I'm sorry, guys.
Hello.
Again, I'm your Jeff host. I'm your Jeff host.
Woo.
I'm your host, Jeff.
What happened to just?
This is my wife, Sheila. They're there.
I mean, but
Not me. I know who
you
you are.
want me to say hi to you?
I'm saying,
Oh,
talk
okay,
to
never
them.
mind.
All right.
Hey, y'all, how you doing this evening?
Jesus.
This conversation.
Anyway,
is gonna
and we also have our other co-host, Ronnie.
hopefully
Hey guys.
You cold over there, Ronnie?
I am. I'm
I'm
probably I'll come out of it in a minute.
Everyone, y'all do us a favor. I mean, it's my turn to
You
play my role.
pushing me all out the camera.
I mean, I ain't nobody pushing you, but what I'm saying is, good evening, everybody. It's so good to have y'all with us on this good evening. Please be sure to like and share. And for our YouTube family out there, hit that subscribe button. All right. And y'all say hello. Drop your hello, your haze, your emojis in the chat. Let us know where you watching from. And if you just so happen to be watching the replay after this good live is over, still drop it in the comments. Let us know where you're watching. POV Nation. What's that?
Yes.
Yes, let's do this.
All right. So, as we're going to start off, as always, we're going to start off with the appetizer.
Yeah.
Just imagine the little appetizer emoji come up there. It's coming. It's coming.
Somebody drop the appetizer emoji in the chat. All right, there we go.
So, the appetizer to start us off. Oh yeah, let me back up.
Okay, go ahead, back up. Back it.
For those who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
tonight's discussion is about selfishness. The title is Me, Myself, and I.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Never mind. I'm not even.
I'm sure it's not anybody out there.
Never mind. We're gonna get there. Just ride with us for a second. Ride
Ride it out with us, y'all.
But
Ride
we're
it
gonna
out.
start off with an appetizer, a little something to get the conversation started.
All right, let's do this.
So our appetizer to start off the conversation
Mhm.
is so it was a story that was out in the social media world. What it do, Brian?
Hey Brian.
So there was a video that was out in the social media world
Mhm.
about this couple. It was a young man and a young woman. They had a joint account. The young man took the money from the joint account
Oh yeah.
and bought a house.
Oh yeah.
The woman was
Oh.
upset because she said majority of the money in the joint account was hers. And she didn't, for one, she didn't want that house. She didn't
Uh-huh.
sign off on the house.
Oh wow.
And so she was just like, you stole money from me. People said he was wrong. People said she was, you know what I'm saying? She was wrong. I want to see what y'all have to say. How do you feel about this situation? Is he wrong? Was he well within his means to do what he did? Y'all let us know. Ronnie, why don't you start us off?
Oh no.
Yeah, not oh no.
She said, "Oh
Not oh
no,
no.
oh no."
What?
All right, so
Okay.
let me go ahead.
With this topic, the only thing I would say is, well, obviously they never had a conversation about what this money in this account was for. Now if it was me, I wouldn't have been upset because, I would like a house. But I think more so because most of the money in that account was hers. I guess in her perspective, she felt like she had the say so of what they were going to do with it. Um, I don't know. I just didn't like how she threw the fact too that most of the money in the account was hers. Um, I don't know. I guess that gets into another conversation. But I also feel like when you're together and y'all have a joint account, that's y'all's money.
See, see, see.
So, other thing, like I said, the only thing I see that he did wrong was he didn't talk to her first. I
Mhm.
think that would have resolved a lot of this, but
Okay.
Okay, so question.
Go
Go.
for it. Go. No, you
No,
go
I just
for it.
want because you said that. So, do you have to talk to somebody if you got a joint account?
I feel
I
like
mean, this is
yes,
joint, so that
What? Whoa,
means
whoa, whoa,
that
whoa, whoa!
because it's a
let me
joint.
slide over
This
this
is
way. So
It's about to get started.
it's a joint account, which means it
right,
consists of two people. So therefore, there should be some type of agreement, conversation, or what have you. You said what,
right.
to the left?
Yeah, go ahead and start over there because
All
that was.
right.
So
Why are you putting your thumbs down? What you mean?
I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
Because it's a joint account. And this
Uh-huh.
is what you gotta understand when you said joint account, that means there is more than one person putting into this account.
Yeah. Okay.
That means more than one person has access to the account.
Yes.
It's still
Right.
that person's account. You can do whatever you want
It's not
with
that
your account.
person's account. It's their account because
Yes,
it's
no,
joint. What you
yes,
saying?
it's joint. So my thing is, if I have access to the account, I have full access to the account. It's not that I can only take half of the money out. I
Uh-huh.
could take all the money out if I wanted to take care of whatever I want to because I have access to the account. The only thing about a joint account is multiple people are pouring into that account and multiple people have access to that account.
Hmm.
But the money is anybody's.
So
If you don't
okay.
want the money to be spent,
Hmm.
don't put it in a joint account. That's all I'm gonna say.
So okay.
Mm,
Now, first of all,
Y'all can disagree all you
here's what I'm
want.
saying. For the joint account, you should have an agreement before you enter into that account together with the person, right?
absolutely.
Y'all should have an agreement before y'all open up this account. That's just my little opinion on that. Now,
So
concerning what you was talking about with the whole,
what kind of agreement?
what kind of agreement? A lot of people.
One,
One thing I think that is very fair is that you should have like a large purchase agreement. Like, hey, if you're going to spend this amount of money, both of you guys should know before that happens because that can throw something major off if you're unaware of what's happening.
see, but mm, see,
So, like for instance,
go
let's
ahead,
say
go ahead.
okay. Let's say y'all got a joint account, and maybe one person decides, oh, I'm gonna go and make a major purchase, and then they don't have no conversation with the other person. You don't know whether the other person is gonna make a major purchase unless y'all is rolling like that, and your account can handle two major purchases at one time. But even with that, I'm saying there should still be communication.
Should there be communication?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have to have communication? No.
Why?
Because
You
you
know
don't
what?
have it's my account.
No, it's not. No, see, that's where you're wrong,
No,
sir.
no, no,
No, no,
no.
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 Because that's where you're
How am I
wrong.
wrong?
Because it's not a
How?
my account. It is their. It is their account.
Okay. Is my name on the account?
Both names are on the account.
Okay. So then I have full access to the account.
Both
No,
people
no.
have full access.
Okay. If I have full access, that means I have no limitation. It doesn't matter what I do with the account because I can do it.
It's courteous to have
Okay. See, now
communication.
we're talking about courtesy now, but I don't have to. It's a courtesy to
It's
do so,
not. No,
but I
no, no,
don't have.
no, 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 no. I'm saying that's a courteous thing to do. I am.
Yes, it's courteous. That is but just because it's a courtesy to open to pull the chair out for somebody before they sit down. That don't mean you have to do it.
When you have a joint account, if you go in and you making purchases and you spending money and then you don't tell that other person and then they make purchases and then y'all sitting there in the negative looking crazy
You don't know
because
that.
one person don't want to communicate when all you had to do was communicate. But that's gonna lead us into our topic because in my opinion that's selfish. Because all you gotta do is what you're doing.
You sound
Boom.
like you can place of trauma. Anyway, because you don't even know all that because for
Then
one,
you go look at the account and it's all these charges and you be like, what the heck is this?
you
You thinking a certain amount of money is there and it ain't there. All right.
you done?
All right.
You done? I'm waiting. Are you done?
Okay.
Cause you fired up today. Are you done though?
I feel good.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, 'cause you don't even know what they account for because people have multiple accounts. You're thinking that's their main account. It's a joint account. It can be for whatever.
But
Now
then you said they was getting married, right?
they were together.
Yeah, they're not
Before they get
married.
they're in a relationship. They're not married. This is not a married couple. This is just people who are.
I
whatever.
mean, but my thing is, I'm like, okay, like a house is a major thing.
It
I'm not
is.
saying there's nothing wrong with him buying a house. Hey, hey T. But what I'm saying
Hey,
is like
T.
a house is a major situation.
It is, but at the same time, see the problem was
If I come home and I be like, hey babe, bought a house today,
so
what you gonna say?
I'm gonna be like, let's move into this house. I hope it's a nice looking house too.
You know what?
Oh, you ain't being real.
Why not?
Oh, you're not being real.
How am I not being real? Don't call me phony. Okay?
All I said.
Because I was going to ask the same question. If Sheila just made this big old purchase,
Listen.
It was a big hurt. Now, granted, our relationship is built on conversation.
Ooh,
now
don't try to
who
soften it
now
up around
who
here.
said y'all had to communicate?
We don't. Because for real, being honest, I'm a person, I would do something like that. I
You would buy a house?
I would, heck yeah, I would buy a house. Because for one, two things. For one, Sheila likes surprises.
I do, but it better.
Exactly.
I tell you one thing, it better be good. Now you know what I like. It better be that right house. Because I come up in there, I be like, why did you do this? I mean, that bathroom better be together. I need that bedroom to be together. You already know what my heart's desire is.
Mm.
Oh, you're a talkative one today, though.
I need to think.
I'm just saying, like this is.
I mean, I just have to make up, you know what I'm saying? Because last time I wasn't feeling my best, but today it's all good. Here we go.
I see you feeling a lot better. We're,
Yeah.
we're thankful that
I
you're
know you are.
okay.
Love you too.
Okay. Anyway. But yes, communication does.
Thank you, T.
Put it up there. It's okay.
I will.
But my thing is, it's a joint account. It's not necessary. And my thing was, he was doing something for them. It wasn't just for him.
Oh no, I'm
The
not.
problem that she had was, in her opinion, and we don't know, allegedly.
Now what? Allegedly, what she said was
allegedly,
wrong.
she said
Right.
most of the money in the account was hers.
Now let me.
And that doesn't matter in a joint account.
Now that's true. I'm with you there. Now let me be clear. Now her response to him, I do not agree with because I'm that whole majority of the money is mine. No, now that ain't that's not okay. Because
And if she already thinking that way, I don't think marriage should be on the table.
right, because then you're gonna be going throughout the whole thing like, well, I bought all this, you ain't bringing nothing to you know what I'm saying? You don't want
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get with that whole statement. Like, as long as y'all are both contributing, the amount like really shouldn't matter.
But my thing is, it goes back to also you got to establish what is that. If you got a joint account, what is the
Yeah,
joint account for? Now,
true.
most people will have a joint account for bills. If
Mhm.
that's what it's for, now, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so yes, to your point, if it's just a joint account and y'all just throwing money in and y'all didn't have no discussion on, hey, this is what we doing with it, it's a free fall. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Old boy is all he's 100% right for what he did.
I mean, now getting a house is a very nice gesture. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But she also
That's
said too she didn't want a house.
oh now
But that's on her. But
see.
my thing was, the house is not in her name; it's in his name.
That too, which I think that
Now
was
I
the
she
I
comment
feels
he
understand.
made.
she feels a certain kind of way about that. But he was like, "This is for us," and she was like, "Well, I don't
See,
want
that
it."
right there is like a red flag, like a
How,
yellow flag, because I mean, you want a house, she don't want a house. Y'all already in disagreement. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like it's very clear you want the house. It's very clear she don't want no house. Like, what y'all
I mean,
like? What?
I think he saw the opportunity. Like, look, I'm gonna go
right?
ahead and buy this house.
I don't, look, he caught a deal. You got to
Right.
act. I can't miss this. And he put the money up, and it is what it is. Now, see something. Now, the funny thing was, it was funny to me because it was ignorant. Because she was like, "Well, I won't take you to court." I'm like, "How?"
For what? Now I'm not. Now wait. Now let's be smart
Yeah, I
about
don't
this
know how
because
that was gonna pan out in court.
you're gonna
It's
look
not.
kind of special
You
in
bu-
front of the judge talking about I want to take him to court.
you gonna take a court. Your lawyer is gonna take all your money for a losing case.
Right.
Anyway,
I mean, but let's carry on. Let's carry on.
because it's a joint account, and this is for one. This is the dumbest thing I see. And those know, I work in the mortgage world, but
Mm.
my thing is, I see this a lot. You have boyfriends, girlfriends, you have engaged people buying these houses together, both names on the account, and then it doesn't work out 6 months, a year, two later. And then they was just like, oh, well, I'm no longer with this person. I want their name off the account. It doesn't work like that. So now you stuck with a house that either you're gonna have to pay somebody out of, or y'all both are tied to a house that only one of y'all is staying in.
I
Hmm.
mean, um,
It's like,
Pretty sure
but because you're making
I'm.
buying a house is a major
It is a major thing.
yes.
Yes.
So I get him. I think it's a nice gesture, but I also think that I don't know because, like you said, it is major. Because I mean, there's paperwork involved, and then there's who, like, is her name on it? You
I'm saying
know,
buying a house is like
it's
getting married. No,
it's
because like you
it's a
can't just get
lifelong. Well, maybe
you
not
just can't.
lifelong, but I mean, we talking what at least 20 years. Is that right?
Well,
But you gotta think too,
yeah.
it's a come up for him. I mean, especially if you gotta think he done bought this house. It's in his name. Her name is not on it. So now he's
Because
like, you know what?
she ain't want to do
We
it.
ain't together now. He done got a whole house out of this relationship.
He did, and then that's where people feel like he wrong at. And I'm just like, I'm not saying he's
But he
wrong.
didn't say that he wanted to leave her. He,
She wanted
they
the,
had a disagreement.
but one thing is, and here's my thing. Let me sidetrack on this real quick
All right, sidebar.
because, and it's mostly the ladies. I'm serious.
Wait a minute.
It is mostly the ladies.
Wait a minute.
So my thing is, y'all stacking this money, y'all getting the bag. What y'all gonna do with it? Like y'all just holding it just so it look good in the account, or what are we doing with it? If you're not investing it, if you're not buying houses, real estate, stocks, bonds, IRAs, what's the whole point? Because
Maybe she had a plan.
you putting it in that little account, it ain't making no money in that account. And please don't tell me you got it in a regular savings because that's just dumb too. So like I'm just saying, cause you making what 0.01% off of that? Get out of here. Like, so what are you doing? What's the whole point of building it if you're not gonna spend it? I'm just
I
saying.
don't know. Maybe she had a plan.
Right. We just don't know that part.
We don't know that part.
What was our plan? Buy some bundles?
We don't
Get
know.
out, get out of
We
here.
Are
was
real
real.
Texas.
That was Texas.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was too far. Too far?
What do you mean buy some
First of
bundles?
all,
That is an
bundles.
investment, but don't do that. Don't do
You're
that.
not even
Buying
in the
them.
right time of
Absolutely,
hair.
because if you get the right type, you can reuse them for years.
Oh my god.
People barely buying bundles now, Jeff. They all lace fronts.
True that. But ain't nothing wrong with buying bundles, okay? Don't.
Anyway,
We're going.
You brought it up.
I mean, you said it.
I did. Y'all got real offended.
I mean, because that's like us
Ooh,
out
that's a
on.
good one too,
Hold
T.
on, hold on, hold on. Put that up there, babe. Put that up there. Think
Yeah.
about it. What,
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she
okay.
will.
And what I'm gonna say is this, and I have said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're spending a whole bunch of money on your wedding for y'all just getting married, I feel like it's stupid. I feel like it's the dumbest thing.
What?
You just getting married.
Mm-hmm.
You have no years in.
Mm. We don't know that.
Obviously, they. I don't. It's stupid. Build your life first. You can save that. You can save money for the.
Well, we don't. I
For the
mean, it sounded like to me they had a good enough amount of money where they could have got married and got the house.
we don't know that. We don't know that. Anyway,
I mean, we don't know how much you put down.
I
'cause
just
you
know
know
my
Right.
thing is when people are putting these $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 into a wedding ceremony,
Mhm.
and this is not like a 20, 25-year, 30-year renewal. I feel like it's a waste. I
I
feel like it's a waste
mean,
of. It's a waste of money.
10,000 for a wedding is not a lot.
Good day, man. Good day. I'm not spending $10,000.
It just depends on what your
What do you pay? What do you? What is $10,000?
It depends on the type of wedding you're
And
having.
where you have it,
You have it. Mm-hmm.
Why?
You don't know the building.
it might
You
be
got
travel may be included.
travel
You got a lot to
included.
think about.
The hotel might even be
No,
included in that.
no.
And most people they fly their party out. They buy and properly. You should be the one purchasing your groomsmen's tuxes and same thing on the bride's.
I agree.
I bet you do.
Because I done paid for a lot of tuxes. God dang it.
That costs money.
It does. So I think 10,000 is pretty cheap, depending on, like you say, your wedding party size and where you doing it at.
10,000, I think it's pretty cheap. Hold on, let me see. She probably didn't think so. It could be a wedding and honeymoon. In
Oh
Italy.
yeah, honeymoon too.
It could have been like a destination honeymoon. You never
Mhm.
know. We don't know what they may have planned.
But my thing is,
hey,
but my thing is, you putting 10,000 into a honeymoon when you can put $10,000 into something else. Because my thing is, it's nice to do all that for the honeymoon, but where you staying at? You going back to that apartment, that condo? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong being with in an apartment or a condo if that's what y'all choose to do.
Maybe she wasn't
But
ready for a house. A lot of people aren't.
some
some
people
people
don't want the
aren't.
responsibility.
Right.
It's a lot of people. Now I will say that a house is a lot of responsibility, especially if you don't know the responsibilities that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's to me, I feel like a home is a. It's just like it's an investment.
Hmm.
You can win and you can lose.
Right.
That's why you got to buy the right place. Anyway,
Nevertheless,
let's get to.
let's get into our topic tonight. Me, myself, and
Well, go
I.
ahead and start us off, ma'am.
Oh, them shoulders high today. All right.
What does that mean? Wait a minute. I don't even know. I don't even know how to feel about that comment. Shoulders is high today. What? Like
Shoulders are all right. No, your shoulders they were sitting up high because you was just like, So that's all. It's just like a little. Okay.
I don't get like so.
All right, y'all. Wait a
What is
minute.
my
We got
show?
comments. Bottom line, they should have communicated about their intention for the money. Absolutely. Let's see. There are a lot of people who are against home ownership. True.
I agree.
True that. But getting into today's topic, me, myself, and I, we're talking about selfishness, y'all.
Mm.
We talking about all about you
All about you.
and nobody else. Surely that's not in this room, huh?
Mm.
So
Mm.
why don't y'all do us a favor? We want
Mm.
everybody. Wait a minute, what you trying to say? I mean, say what's that?
Oh, I tell it myself.
You see what you
I
say?
tell it myself. scared to say it.
Oh yeah. No, but like for real though, y'all, what is your what's your take on selfishness? How do you feel about it? What's your definition of it? You know, anybody out there want to drop it in the comments? Let us know.
Selfishness is selfishness.
What is it to you? What
What?
is selfishness to you?
Selfishness is all about me. It's exactly what the title is. Me, myself, and I. Selfishness is I don't care. If it doesn't benefit me, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else out there? What about you, Ronnie?
I'm gonna agree with Jeff and just, I mean, that's just basically the way I see it. Nothing else matters. If, like you said, if it's not about me, if it's not going to benefit me, then there's no interest. Um, yeah.
You got a definition?
I mean, pretty much y'all done said it.
Okay, now I want you to hold on to this definition because
Hold on. So
because
basically, you're saying, selfishness. Well, here's the thing. Are we talking about like selfish people or are we talking about just the characteristic?
what do you mean?
Having a selfish moment. So like selfish moments
Selfishness is
or
selfishness. Period.
I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna go in about selfish moments or like selfish people,
Well,
I'm gonna talk about the people.
people,
we're talking about
Yeah.
selfish people.
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 Okay.
Because I feel like a selfish moment, I think that's something just totally different.
Okay.
Okay, what's the difference?
Okay, and then too, I think too, a selfish moment, it can only come from somebody who is selfless. So when you're a selfless person, you're constantly giving, you're constantly exalting yourself. So at some point, I feel like it's necessary that you have a selfish moment.
Hmm.
I feel like that's
Wow.
healthy. Somebody that's constantly always just give, 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 give. At some point, you have to sit down and be like, mm-mm, no, my answer today is no.
So you're saying to consider yourself and set boundaries.
Yes.
That's what okay.
That's different.
That's different.
That's
What you mean?
boundaries and selfishness is two different things.
Hmm. So my thing is, it sounds like to me is she just like remember to consider yourself every so often. That's what I'm hearing.
But that's still selfish.
How so?
Because you're considering yourself.
So to consider yourself at any given point in time is selfish.
Yes.
So give me more.
What you mean?
I'm just trying to get your perspective.
See, here's the thing. We're all selfish when we start off because when we're single, we're selfish because it's all about us.
I didn't feel
I
that
don't,
way.
y'all don't, mm-mm.
Then you wasn't a selfish single. So what you so you didn't do nothing for yourself. You didn't get your place for you didn't get a place for yourself.
I mean,
You didn't work
that's
for
because I had to.
you had to because what? You had to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's about okay.
I had.
You had to eat and you had to have clothes and you were thinking about who?
I mean,
You were thinking about
I
you.
mean, I felt like.
But there was nobody else to think about at that time.
But that's what I'm saying. When you're single, everybody who's single is selfish. The issue, so there's no problem with selfishness until you're in a relationship. That's when selfishness has an issue.
Mm.
Actually,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. I see a lot of faces.
no,
See,
because
I told you
I'm saying
I didn't want to do it because I knew y'all was going to
No,
say
but
I knew y'all
that's
was
good.
going to
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. Now you can be single and self. I mean, because when you're single, you still have relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like friendship, all that type of jazz. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people that are just like selfish, but I guess that's what you're saying, 'cause in relationship or whatever. So basically, I was just saying like I'm thinking about what you're saying because I'm like when you're single,
It's about
yes, it's just you, but that still also involve other people
how.
because you got friends, family.
And what does that got to do?
I mean, it,
You paying their bills?
some people do. Some people do pay their family bills when they're single.
So are you paying their bills over your bills?
some people do. I ain't even gonna front.
Yeah.
You know they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we not foolery we talking about.
So if somebody in your let me think. Let me think. Because you know there's been you I there yeah, some people do pay their family's bills, even if it's
No,
just
no, I'm not. There are people who will look out for others over themselves. See,
well, we got a comment.
there's a difference between being selfish and selfless.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's saying, there are selfless people
Mm-hmm.
who will. Here's the thing, because when you're selfless, you're sacrificing your betterment
Mm-hmm.
for somebody else. So there's people. There are. You're right. You're right, T. There are people who are single
Mm-hmm.
who look out for other people instead of improving themselves. But then we be like, oh, they don't. Oh, they need to do better. Don't we do that?
Mm-hmm. Cause I'm just like, cause we about to go over into boundaries because my thing is
That has nothing
when
to do
it
with boundaries, though.
But I
what
feel like sometimes boundaries can look like you're being selfish.
now you do have those instances where people because some people I think boundaries are good
Right.
and then you
Boundaries
need
are
to have those.
necessary.
I think boundaries are necessary, and I don't think that that's selfish. That's just me letting you know what I accept and what what I'm not going to accept.
Right.
I just don't like when people try to take it when they try to take like the whole boundary thing and be like, "Oh, you selfish," blah blah blah. No, I'm letting you know how far you can go. You know where we starting and where we stopping. What's acceptable and what's not. That's just me letting you know what my standard is in this relationship.
Right. And I feel like you get that rebuttal back because you are so selfless that when you finally be like, you know what, I need to step back and I need to think about me or I need to do for me. That's when I feel like you get that rebuttal. Like, what do you
Now,
mean?
I'm sorry.
Now you acting different. You selfish. Oh, now I'm selfish. Okay.
Now, if we talking about friendship, that's one thing. Now, if we talking about like marriage, now that's
Now
different.
marriage is different.
Now, each level of the depending on what type of relationship we're talking about,
Right.
then it's gonna have some different sentiments.
Just some comments.
You just want to sit there and look at the screen.
I'm
So,
trying to, because y'all not gonna like what I gotta say.
say you have to set them, or people will tap dance all over them. It goes into you teach people how to treat you.
I agree with that.
Right. Now, what
I feel
else?
like people cross boundaries and selfishness together. They merge.
They do, but they're not the same thing, though. In
No,
my thing,
I totally agree.
Right.
So then my thing is, what's like? How do you?
to me, a boundary is like a standard. You know what I'm saying?
That I totally agree. So give us an example of a standard.
Of a standard. If like some people, they be like, "Hey, don't call." I don't take calls after 9 p.m. That's the boundary. That's the standard.
So that's across the board.
That's
It don't
if
matter who you
some
are.
people are like that.
No, I agree. Because my thing is, here's the thing.
Now people will say that that's them being selfish, but I'm like, nah, that's a boundary.
That's a boundary. Because a boundary doesn't change. A boundary is across the board.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, never mind.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
We're talking. We're here.
See, because my thing is, people want to be selfish and then try to make it. Oh, well, that's my boundaries. I don't like it. Because my thing is this, and we're talking about relationship wise, and of course, let's start with the big one. In a marriage, I we in the POV. Let's go ahead and do it. Forget it. So, in a marriage, I feel like you have to be selfless.
You absolutely do.
And so my thing is, when we're in a marriage concept,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can be whatever you want, but nobody should be selfish in a marriage context. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. But my thing is, if we're married, well, we are
Wait a
married.
minute, sir.
So,
Did you just say
Yes,
if?
with the if.
Jesus Christ. You know, I was in example mode. We're married,
Oh, okay.
all right.
Good to know.
Okay. Anyway, we're married, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be thinking about me. My concerns should be making sure that you have everything that you need,
Mm.
and vice versa. So my thing is, I'm not thinking about me
I got a little
because
list.
you always got a list.
What does
Anyway,
that mean? Mm.
responsibility. Anyway,
Oh.
so I should be worrying about your needs.
Hmm. Okay.
You, in turn, should be handling my needs. So I'm not
Hmm.
worried about what I need because
Hmm.
my spouse is going to take care of it.
Okay.
Here's where we get messed up at. When we do above and beyond for one person and we don't feel, there we go with these feelings, we don't feel like it's being reciprocated, then we be like, well, I got to take care of
Well,
me.
I got to pause
That's
you
where
right
the
there.
selfishness comes in.
I got to pause you right there.
Go ahead, pause it.
Because, first of all, you want to dig into that. You got to dig into the trigger.
What trigger?
Because something's triggering them. If both people are supposed to be selfless and thinking about the other person,
Mhm.
yet somebody at some point begins to not do that and they begin to think about them, then that means possibly there is either some type of experience, trauma, or what have
I
you,
don't
and
understand.
they have been triggered. So, okay, um, no problem. So here we go. Let's say if I just begin to start thinking about me, you know what? No, let's just do it like this because we here. I've had those moments where don't do it. Let's not. Mm-mm. All right. So I've had those moments where I did begin to like just kind of like think about myself because I felt like it wasn't important to you. And so to
You
me,
felt like
no,
you just said you felt like I wasn't important to you. You wasn't
no,
important to me.
no. The things that, so for instance, the things that I wanted to do to me, based on our conversation, it came across like it wasn't a thing of importance,
And if it wasn't
but it was.
to you,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. It's important to you.
Yeah, but
You place high
that's
value
just
to it.
like football and things like that have an importance to you.
Okay.
So therefore, I will do things for you because I know that's important to you.
But that's you being selfless in that
Yes.
moment. But here's the thing about being selfless. You don't have to receive nothing back because the thing is
But what I'm saying
you
was, is
wanting to
you
receive something back is selfish.
no, 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 no,
See
no.
that's
That's
what
not
I'm saying?
exactly what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is I began to think about the things concerning myself because you wasn't thinking about it at the time.
So I would, because my thing is, if you're thinking about you, then you're not thinking about me.
Oh no, I thought about you for a little bit, but it got to a
For
place. It
why?
got to a
Why?
place after
Why?
so much time had went by because
Why?
there was no change.
So
Ain't no so.
see, that's the problem. That's where the selfishness
It
comes in
ain't the
at.
selfishness, but at the
Why?
same
Why?
time, you get tired of feeling like that person ain't thinking about
That's
you.
feeling.
It ain't no
You
feeling.
don't know what that person is doing.
Your
That's the,
actions say it
Just
too.
that doesn't just because it's been delayed doesn't mean you was denied or you was not
Oh,
thought of. Sometimes you got
it wasn't a thing
it
of
doesn't
delay.
matter. See, that's the
It
problem.
was a
No,
thing of I'm
okay,
not
let me
gonna
tell you something.
do.
It's not a. Let me tell you something.
It was a thing of you not doing it.
Listen, people.
Oh, here we
Listen,
are.
here, listen. That's the problem. People don't know how to wait. Maybe that's a whole nother topic. But people don't know how to wait. You want stuff and you want it on your time frame. And that's where your selfishness kicks in at. I know I'm gonna be by myself tonight. I don't really care.
I mean, that's been a going thing.
It's okay. I'm all right with it. I'll be the bad guy. It's selfish. We all are guilty of being selfish. My thing is, even you wanting to think like it's good for you to have desires, but when you start to you start to act and get those desires on your own
But what
for
do
your
you do
own
when somebody
personal
tell you
gain.
that your desires are not valid?
Nobody said that. Go ahead, let's put it out. We up here. We up here too. You done started. Let's go.
I'm not starting anything. I'm
So
just simply.
Welcome to counseling 1-on-1 right now.
It's not that.
Because
I just say.
you saying what? What you saying?
All I'm saying is this. Sometimes in a relationship, two people can start off selfless, but depending on experience or a traumatic moment, it can trigger that person to go into a mode
No,
of selfishness.
you trying to justify somebody being selfish.
I ain't saying it's
but
right.
is
I'm
No,
it
saying
really
go to Ronnie. Go to Ronnie.
is it really being selfish if and I get what you're saying as far as taking the feelings out, but is it really being selfish if someone is like, you know what? It don't matter what time period, because obviously from what I'm hearing, okay, you just didn't wait long enough or whatever. But is it really selfishness? Because I'm like, you know what? At this moment in time, I wanted something specific or I wanted something done specifically and it's not getting done, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it for myself. I don't think that's selfishness. I just feel like I shouldn't have to wait on somebody else's time frame of when I want my desires filled. That's selfish when they're in. Now you're being selfish. Because now, if I'm steady fulfilling what I want to fulfill, I'm in a selfless mode. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You're being taken care of, and we're all human. So at some point, it may be natural to have a moment of, you're not reciprocating the same energy that I'm giving out, and I feel like okay. Or it can be something simple like Jamal. He's making sure everything is good in the house, kids good, bills paid. I don't really have much to do. Why would I go ask him to go do something? Look, babe, you took care of everything. I'm going to go get my nails done because that's just what I want to do right now. That's not selfishness.
and so yeah. All right, I tell you what, I do it
That's how
like
I
this,
feel.
right? I'm gonna do it like this. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna say it like this. For instance, I've noticed times in our relationship where to me it come across like Jeff is feeling like, you know, I'm not I'm not going I'm not getting things done in a timely
That's
enough
left,
fashion. So
right.
like you'll have moments where you just start buying stuff for you on your own.
Yeah.
To me that says you kind of feel like I ain't thinking about you.
Correct. I'm being selfish in that moment.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying.
But when
I agree
you
with you.
no,
But it's
because
me being selfish.
yeah, but then when you do stuff like that, it'll trigger me, and I'll be like, well, dang, I just think about me then, because I am thinking about you, but like sometimes you just move so fast.
But isn't that what I just said? You just said.
But you
no.
telling me.
Pause. Time out. I need you to hush for one moment. No, because listen.
You get about one more thing.
No. Anyway, because my thing is, this is exactly what I just said. When you was just like, well, I felt
But
like
I didn't do that.
You're talking over me.
I didn't do that.
Let me. You just said you did. You said you felt like that I wasn't what to call it. I didn't value what you wanted, and you went ahead and did it yourself.
No, I didn't.
And I said that was being selfish.
No, I didn't do it.
You.
No, okay, so let me back it up. Let me back it up. Let me. It's like this. For instance, don't be shaking, baby. Be shaking. What I'm saying is like this. There was times, like for me, there's certain things that I like to get done for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Some women like to call it maintenance. For me, I just be like, it's a necessity to me. Jeff has a different point of view. He doesn't see, stuff like that as a necessity. So that caused some friction.
See,
Because I'm like,
so do you feel like self-care, Jeff, is selfish?
No, and that's why I was pausing.
Okay.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Self-care is selfish, but my thing is this: when it's what? My thing is. Anyway, so my thing is this. Here's the situation.
Okay.
At that time where we were, she wanted to be on a rotation of getting her hair and nails done. We was off of a strict
One
budget,
person.
one person
It
income.
was one person.
Yes, it was
Okay.
one person income.
Yeah.
At that time, I was the only one working. I had bills and stuff to take care of. So no,
Potato.
that wasn't in our budget for her to get her hair and nails done. That is not a necessity. That was something that some people put that higher in their budget. That was not on my budget list. So yes. So when she did go and do something, like she waited for a minute and then she started doing it on her own. And my thing was that was to me that was selfish because
But I don't understand how.
you was taking away from our funds to take care of you. It was about you and not the whole. And I'm
But I
talking
was
from a
taking
relationship.
care of the whole.
There's a question.
Okay, we got a question. Do you think some people aren't aware when they are being selfish in relationships?
Yes.
Yes
you.
and no.
I'll
I
say
got
this.
it. I'm
I'm fully aware when I'm selfish. I can tell you I'm being selfish.
I
when
think
I'm
some
selfish.
people don't know because it's not
You might, they may not, but then you tell them and then they still be like, nah.
right. And I feel like, yeah,
Just like
that
you.
goes into two
I'm
different.
not saying, wait a
Yeah.
minute. I'm not saying that I haven't had selfish moments, but what I was just simply trying to say is that there was something behind it. And what was
That
behind it
doesn't
was
justify it.
I ain't
though.
trying to justify it.
Yes,
I'm
you
just saying,
are.
no,
Then
I'm really not.
What's the
I'm
whole
just
point of
saying,
saying that then?
I'm just saying that sometimes when people begin to get selfish in a relationship, that there's something behind it, and you might want to explore that because maybe they're not
No.
trusting that other person no more.
And that's what selfishness is. Selfishness is a lack of trust in everybody else
So,
but yourself.
I'm not. So right now, my thing is, I'm not trying to come across as a whole what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying, hey, if you're in a relationship with a person and you notice that they're becoming more selfish or they're thinking more about them, you may want to have a conversation to see if something deeper is going on, if something has happened.
And then maybe some people just really like themselves a lot more than they like other people.
Yes,
But
that's true. But it's not all. That's not always the case. Is what I'm saying. That's not
I
always
think
the
too
case.
sometimes people get exhausted from being selfless. That's why I said sometimes you may not think you're being selfish, but you just having a moment.
To me, it's one thing to have like selfish moments. We all
Right.
have selfish moments.
And I
But
think that's fine.
when that's your consistency, like
Right.
that's a problem.
Okay, so what are we calling selfish moments? Because people do that.
Selfish
Because
moments.
people be like, oh, I'm gonna have me a selfish moment, and then they go on a cruise.
Okay,
Well, it
see,
depends on the person, but like a selfish moment is like when you have your Amazon moment.
What's my Amazon moment?
When you start buying a lot of stuff from Amazon for yourself, and nobody knows about it.
For one, that's not a selfish moment. That's my funds that I can do. That's in Jeff's account where Jeff can do what he wants to do.
yes, look at this.
Ooh,
What?
The exact definition.
What?
so
That's not the definition because my thing is it
whoa. So you saying
Go ahead.
that just because the money is in your account, although you're married, it's Jeff's money, and Jeff can do
When
what
you
he wants
have
to
when
do.
you have separate accounts, let me break this down for you. I'll take all of it. You can look at me all you want. I know I look good. Anyway, so
I don't like what I see right now.
that's all right. You don't have to like it. You will love me anyway. So
I may love you, but life is another thing.
that's something. We've been there too. So
You get over it. I love him. This is what we do. But let's go. Come on, let's go.
because my thing is you have accounts. My thing is when my soul, my thing is selfishness is when you're thinking only for you and what benefits you as an individual. And I'm coming from a relationship standpoint. My thing is in our relationship,
Mm-hmm.
when I have you and we have three lovely kids that we have to think about.
Sure.
So my decision affect all five of us.
That's right.
So my thing is, if I was to be selfish,
I do too.
I can't speak for you. I can only speak for me.
Okay.
If you say that's what your decisions are,
I'm just
okay.
saying.
I can speak for myself. My decisions
Mm-hmm.
that I make, I
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice for the whole. So I will go without getting certain things so that the whole will be okay. No, I bought the juice for all of us. And you got it.
Ooh, I did. I didn't get
You
any.
did get
Are
the
you
juice.
serious? I didn't get
I'm
that.
sorry, y'all. We didn't put a whole person on it. So
She didn't get no juice.
it was 2 containers of juice. You got juice the first
I
night for
really
one.
don't know.
The
That
first
was
night
that
you
was
got
nigga.
juice. Yeah, that was juice. You got juice. The juice is gone. Okay? It's not coming back. She gonna come to me. Let me tell you what happened. While I'm working, she gonna come to me, tap me on the shoulder with the juice, with the juice bottle, come on some hey.
I didn't say hey. I just tapped you and held it up.
And I'm just like, if there's nothing in there, throw it away. Like, if it's gone, it's gone. Don't come to me with that
Let's talk
stuff.
about why was it put back in the fridge?
It was still juice in there.
A little.
And that made somebody hit it. One of the kids and got it.
You know what?
But no, I'm serious. I don't like that leave a corner.
Yeah, that irritates me.
That's
It was
irritating.
more than a corner, but I
Okay.
was just like,
If it
yo.
was, then don't make it seem like it
But
was
it
just
was
a corner.
full before I was like, what just happened? But anyway, all right, y'all.
Anyway.
All I'm saying is that, in relationship, we all have selfish moments. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
So, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
oh,
finish.
okay. At the end of the day, when you're consistently thinking about you, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's a problem.
Right.
If I like, for instance, let's say Jeff, he go on his little spending splurge, and then I just keep seeing Amazon package at the door, at the door, at the door.
Okay, Miss Timu.
Oh, that was for you.
Mm.
It don't matter.
Oh my gosh. So, woo. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I'm not really looking at the what he did, so to speak, but I'm looking at what's behind it. Because to me, it's like, okay, you feel like I don't see you or something like that. Like something's happening because you're starting to do stuff for yourself. Because things, truth of the matter be told, I usually, I get the things that he need or whatever, and he don't have to say nothing because I'm always like watching, pay attention, and all that type of jazz. But when he started doing it for himself, I'm just saying,
And do we
you
feel
know,
like so?
he,
Do we feel like it's selfish? Okay, I guess what I'm trying to get to. Say, for instance, married, and um, you just go to your spouse and say, "Hey, I know everything is taken care
uh-huh.
of, but I have a few extra dollars to my name. I'm gonna go get whatever, your hair done, your nails done, or whatever."
That's cool, I think, to me.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to get. Is that a selfish act or?
No, I think see here's the difference. So the difference to me is this. That's a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my thing is when you're selfish, you don't care what nobody else says. You're gonna do it. So let's say you had that conversation. Here's where selfishness comes in at.
Mhm.
You have that conversation, you be like, hey, I got some extra dollars. I would like to get my hair and stuff done. And your spouse say, nah, hold off on that. And you go do it anyway. That's being selfish.
But why are you saying that though?
Yeah, like
Because
why are we
everything's
holding on? Why I
already
got
been
to
taken
hold
care
on?
of.
No.
What you mean, no?
Y'all gotta stop that.
No, like we need that answer.
I'm
Because
just trying to figure it out.
it doesn't matter. Because my thing is, you ask, right? You ask the question, right?
No, I didn't
You ask,
ask.
huh?
No,
I
I
know. You
said
don't
I have everything is taken care of. I have some extra money. I would like to go get my nails. It wasn't a question.
see that. And that's what I'm saying. That goes back to what Corey said during the man takeover
What?
about that whole submission right there.
Submission.
Yep. See?
My thing is I feel like at this moment you're not being fair.
At
How
all.
is that not
Let
being
me
fair?
tell you what,
Because
because
everybody's needs is taken care of at this point, and I have some
her going to
extra
your hair nails
money.
is no different than
So
your
then
snack
what?
run.
So what I think is, so you're telling me what you're about to do.
You
I'm
do.
informing you. I'm letting you know. Hey, I'm going to go get my nails done. I got some
Now
extra
you
money.
So I have no opinion in the matter, right?
What is there an opinion to have?
What is it? Right. I'm with Sheila. What opinion is there?
Because my thing is just like, hey, here's the difference. And I'll be like, hey, everything's taken care of. Hey, we got a little extra money. I would like to do such and such and such. What do you think about that? Oh, huh? I'm giving you the what's called. I didn't say that's what I say. I'm saying I'm giving you the example.
Go ahead, give the example.
I didn't say because I don't talk like that. But this is my thing. It's hey, this is taken care of. So if Sheila came to me, I'll put it this way: Sheila came to me, hey babe, everything's taken care of. This is what I would like to do. I'd be like, go ahead, babe. Normally, and that what I say, babe, go ahead, do you, do what you want with the money. Here's the difference. When I be like, hey babe, hold on, I don't think that's a good idea, and you do it anyway, that's being selfish.
But you just said, but if the money is in my account, and I'm saying that, because you just said, if the money is in your account,
Yes, and
you make
go
those
ahead,
decisions.
and I want to clarify. Yes.
Okay.
So my thing is this, and this is what we're going to. We're talking about two separate things. You're trying to blend the two. You're not going to play me. So my thing is, if we're coming from a budget account or spending account or bill account, whatever you want to call it. If we're talking about the money from that account, if y'all are set up that you have a main account that you handle all your business with, and you have a separate account, and it's already established that hey, your separate account is just you don't have to ask no permission. Like my thing is this, so that you got your own account, right?
I do.
So my thing was when your money is in your account and we done put our money into where it needs to be for the household, you don't have to ask, no, you don't have to ask no permission for nothing because that's your money at that time.
Okay.
We're talking about joint money, family money, what's it called. Now, if you only got one income, y'all better be having some conversations.
You should have some conversations, but at the same time, if it's gonna be like a one income deal, then I mean, listen, I think a haircut is a necessity because you don't need to be around here looking like Raggedy John.
Wait a minute now.
I said it.
No,
and
I know I need a haircut. Don't come for me. Just in between weeks, you know.
Just like I think, getting your hair done is a necessity. Now nails, okay, I get it. That is like kind of, a luxury or what have you. But shoot, you get you some. At least give them the option to get them some press on. Jesus, press. But I'm just saying if that's what I'm just saying you get some press on for $5.
But my thing is, we get the difference is between wants and needs, and everybody's budget is different. Everybody's money is different. If your money is in a place that yes, you can add that stuff in there as a bill, like T said, like her stuff is in there. That's listed under a bill. That's a bill that.
I'm about to say don't take on the responsibility unless you can pay the cost to be the boss.
Well, my thing is don't agree to be under a spouse if you can't listen to their instructions.
You're real close enough. You're right here.
I'm right there. Make sure you can hear it and don't go at the other one. What?
Let's say.
Don't elbow me though.
I didn't elbow you. I was just trying to have you some.
It's on camera.
Ain't nobody.
We about to rewind it. You about to be caught on camera.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
I can't. I'm trying not to lose my balance.
How you gonna lose your balance sitting down? That makes no sense.
You press up against me.
Also, you don't want me pressed up against you now.
So,
okay, I remember that.
All I'm saying is this. Okay,
let's creeping over.
Let's bring it back into focus. Okay, we're talking about selfishness in a relationship. My thing is, bringing it like home. If you're a one income household, then yes, you do. You want to have a budget. But for me, when I think about a budget also includes miscellaneous, and a budget also includes just like money, money to do something. Because nobody wants to work, get a paycheck, and then you feel like you just work.
That's all you can. That's all you can fit in your budget.
It does happen.
My thing is, it depends on your income.
It do, but if you feel like your income ain't cutting it, then I'm gonna sit there and say, try to get another stream, like try to add another stream.
So you want somebody to work themselves to death? Now they're not.
Why you gotta work for it to be another stream? There's different ways to create streams of money, and it ain't gotta be nobody's 9 to 5.
It doesn't. So okay, so what's this passive income that they got coming in?
There's different ways to do passive income, but this ain't no finance POV.
So I'm just saying, you just saying
All
like everybody
type of
got passive
hustles.
income.
We all have the ability. We have the ability.
I totally agree.
To make passive income.
Okay.
We do.
Okay.
No, we do.
All right. Well, you go ahead and get some of that passive income coming in.
You
too.
always trying to be on my check.
You on mine? Heavy. Holding on hard.
Am I not your responsibility? Is
I
that what
am.
you said? All right.
So should it be? There should be equality in the budgeting.
Well, yeah, because I
It's,
think
it's never equality in the budgeting.
Okay, now I
No,
will
it
say
should
this.
be.
Hold on, y'all. I got a story.
Are you sure?
Yes. We're gonna wait till
Hold on,
after
y'all.
Sheila's story.
I got a story, y'all. Now I will say this. To what Jeff is saying, I knew two people. We knew two people who were married.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They both worked. He would come home and give
Oh.
his entire paycheck. He like come home, cash it, get the cash out the bank, and put it in her hand, right? In return, she would pocket her money. Now I don't agree with that because I'm like, he working and he comes and he gives you the entire paycheck. Now, me myself, I'm like, you could at least kick him something back because nobody wants to walk around with no money in their pocket. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, take what you got to do, for the bills. But what was happening is like he was paying for like everything and he was paying for extra stuff and he was left with zero. And then she pocketed her check. Now, I do think that that's selfish.
That is.
Well,
Straight up.
or her mindset was she was under the teaching of his money is my money and my money is my money. So if she works, her money is for her to do whatever she wants. If he works, it's for the whole house.
Now, based on what you
And
just
I
said
think-
earlier, because
I
you were
like
saying the money that goes into your account is yours.
If you're set up like that, like yes, my thing is if you have, but listen, if you got a budget account or a bill account, yes, if money is being put into a separate account to pay bills, yes. So if you got set up, everybody doesn't have. Some people only work off of one account.
True
If
that.
all y'all got is one account, then y'all need to talk. If you have, hey, you have an account, you have your personal account, I have a personal account, and we have a bill account where we pay all our bills at.
Yeah.
So once we put our portion into that bill account, whatever you got left in your account is yours. Now, granted, if we have something coming up or we're working towards something and we're asking each other to chip in on something else, that's different. But my thing is, as long as the main household stuff is put in that main account, and that's
if y'all
for
are
us.
sacrificing for a goal, I understand that.
Yes.
If you're sacrificing for a goal, I understand that. But y'all, okay, just coming away from the finance piece a little bit when it comes to selfishness in a relationship, you have people, sometimes you can be emotionally selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can
What was all that?
Sometimes you can be intimately.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That word. Sometimes
People showing up can.
Sometimes, but then that boils down to perspective. Because
Well, no, we can do this. It works both ways. Y'all some.
Okay, get off of the y'all. We're not about to do that. You is real sexy tonight.
Y'all, I'm talking about y'all are real jumpy today, dog. I'm talking about y'all.
But you can't be.
Y'all take it everything. Nobody's talking nonsense.
Oh no! First of all, when you throw the word "y'all" out, that get real personal.
I mean, that's personal.
Y'all is personal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's two of
How
us.
is y'all personal?
It's two of us.
You're including all of us.
Women. Like,
so then
that's
women. That's not personal. That's more.
I mean, but we're women, so you kind of just clump.
Are you a woman or never?
You know what?
Don't do that. Don't. Oh, shoot.
Never.
We're not doing that this evening.
Oh, boy, I'm
Jefferson.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jefferson.
But not, you know what? I was looking, y'all check this out.
I'm
So
about
I
to-
went to this website,
I'm
right?
about to get us canceled.
I went to this website and I was looking up the characteristics of selfishness, and I was really like, what? I was surprised. But they was like manipulative, controlling. Hold on, I'm about to pull up my list because I said, oh wow, this is surprising to me.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Anyway,
You got it?
hold
You
on.
sure?
I think narcissistic was one of them too.
You said artistic?
No, narcissistic.
Oh,
Narcissistic. I got you. They lack empathy, always ask for favors. They try to confuse you. They're never there for you. This is the one that got me though. It said they are very friendly. I was like, what?
You said friendly?
Yes, that's what.
That
Yes,
don't surprise me.
that's what the article was saying. They were saying that selfish selfish people at first can come across as very friendly people. I said, what?
It's like a fly trap.
I was really surprised.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Like I wouldn't have thought the whole friendly piece. I would not.
I don't. That's just anybody can be friends. So anybody who I just
They said in the beginning they present themselves as friendly, very friendly, and then it switches.
Which I'm sure that's what brings you in.
I don't see. I don't get. See, when I think about selfishness, I think about manipulative, but friendly.
But that was one of the
But that
characteristics.
I think that is manipulative. You're coming off as friendly in the beginning.
The other thing is they said they never can admit to making a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
They barely say thank you. They consistently lack perspective. They dismiss or belittle your needs. They never give back. They never share, never show vulnerability. They think their selfishness is weak.
Selfless.
Selflessness, sorry y'all. They think their selflessness is weak.
But it see
What?
selflessness to me, it shows
I mean, it will make you vulnerable.
it right. But that's what people feel like being vulnerable is weak. But I feel like that's the biggest strength
It
is
is.
being to be exposed,
When you're secure enough
to be
and
exposed.
to be
Yes,
exposed, I think,
yes.
yeah, that's to me, I feel like that's a great thing.
I think people mistake selflessness for weakness.
I
But I
totally
think those people are the ones who are selfish.
yeah. Because here's my thing. I want to say this.
Okay.
I feel like selfish people are what?
Mhm.
I feel like selfish people are weak. And here's
Are
the
we?
reason.
You said that's what you said?
Yeah, they are weak.
Mm-hmm.
Self. You all right, baby?
Mm.
You need me? I'm focused on you.
You really trying right now. Go on ahead.
He get on my nerves.
I gotta take care of my thing.
Don't try to butter me up.
But I feel like this. I feel like selfish people are weak because
Hmm.
all you depend on is yourself. But really, you don't even really fully depend on. You have to be.
That's ignorant though, right?
It is because
We all depend on something.
you have to depend on
You
something.
got to.
You feel
We yeah.
it takes strength to believe in other people and to trust other people.
Yeah.
To depend on other people is one thing, but to trust other people is different. Because there's people that are dependent. Lord knows.
Think of a baby.
Right.
Like they have to learn. That's the first thing they start to learn is who to trust.
That part. Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie, for putting it together for me. You got to know who to trust. And in order to learn who to trust, you're going to have to fall sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But selfish people don't want to fall. But the learning is in falling.
I was actually gonna say that it might hurt sometimes.
It's going to hurt. But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Nobody wants to be hurt. But it's that, see, my thing is because we misunderstand pain. Pain is,
The mismanagement of pain.
huh?
I said the mismanagement of pain.
Why you started whispering with it? We got, anyway. Yes, the mismanagement of pain. Because pain, because, what? Look, what the shirt say, baby?
The shirt says painful but perfect.
Because, and that wasn't even set up like that, but it worked. Because pain is just an indicator that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that hurt. Prime example, my brother. I love my brother.
Which one?
Jamal. We'd be like, hey, stove is hot. I promise you this is what
Oh
he did.
Lord.
He was just
Stuck your
like,
hand
they'll
up
tell me
there?
what, put his hand on the stove. He was like, stove is hot.
Right.
Now I know. He learned his lesson. The pain wasn't like, hey, it wasn't like, oh, it hurt me. I gotta go seal myself off now. It was, I learned the lesson that the stove is hot. If we can learn the lessons from pain instead of running from them, then we can grow as individuals. But people don't wanna. You don't want to hurt. Nobody wants to hurt because yeah, pain sucks. But if you can learn the lesson in the pain, you
Mhm.
can shorten the time that you feel the pain.
Mhm.
Huh? Huh? Think on
You
it.
want
Think
some,
on
you
it.
want some juice?
I do. Yeah, I do want some juice. I'm actually out,
You drunk it all.
but I drunk it all. Okay. Well,
Woo!
um,
But yeah, so those were some of the traits about the whole selfishness piece, and I was like, "Yo, this is really."
okay. So I got a question for you.
All right, what's the question?
So my question is, do you feel like you should be selfish in a relationship?
Hmm.
You said, do you feel like you should be?
Yes, should.
That's a bit of a loaded question.
How's that a loaded question?
Well, from where you said, "Do you feel like?" We know
Okay.
them. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. Should you be selfish in a relationship? I'll change the question. How's that?
That's still. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the yes and the no.
Maybe yes and no.
Well, because it depends on. No,
Stand your
it's not
ground.
that. It just depends on the relationship.
What you mean?
So, like, say somebody is in an abusive relationship, right? Be selfish. Leave. Because
Oh,
your life
okay.
is at stake. You know what I'm saying? So that's
That's a extreme. No,
no, but
granted,
I'm just
no.
saying.
I'm with you. We for one, we don't condone any kind of violence. If you're in any kind of abusive relationship,
Get out.
get out. We
Because my
totally,
thing is,
Please,
yeah, we
seriously.
when
seriously.
selflessness begins to become a danger to your well-being, like, maybe we should draw a boundary there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand
I guess that's what we gotta define it.
yeah.
What's a boundary and what's selfish? Like where does that
I'm just saying
where's that
when
line?
it's affecting your well-being, your mental health, your physical health.
Well, my thing is abuse. That's part of a
I mean, but there's
boundary.
so many different forms. I
It
ain't even
is,
just
but
talking
that's what I'm saying.
about.
But I feel like there should be boundaries on abuse across the board. So as soon as somebody's abusive any kind of way, emotionally, you know what I'm saying, physically,
Mm-hmm.
Verbal.
verbally,
Hmm.
yeah. As soon as hey, that's a boundary. That's a boundary. That's called nobody's going to disrespect me or treat me that kind of way.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's a boundary.
Right.
Right.
I think that's a moment for you to be selfish because it's it's an unsafe space you're in.
I agree. I'll say this. I'll give this caveat. If somebody is cross is a habitual boundary crosser,
Yeah.
then you have the right to be
Yeah.
selfish and save yourself.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, when it's affecting your
Yes,
health, be it physical, mentally, or what have you.
yes.
That's. Now,
Now some people stress themselves out over stupid stuff though.
what you mean?
because there's people like you have those what's the thing? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
OCD. Like
The
people just be
OCD.
people are like are OCD on different things. Like they be like, oh my god, I gotta super clean, and they just be like, oh my god, like that's to me.
Well,
You
then
just
that's gonna bring me to a question because I'm gonna be like, did you know about that before you got into it?
Mm-hmm.
well, my thing, see, but that goes back to what we're saying with the whole dating phase. Is for
Yeah,
one, before you start dating anyone, you should know yourself. Now, granted, relationship is going to bring
bring some
out
things out.
that you
Right.
don't know
Some
about
stuff
yourself.
out.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
But you should be doing your best to learn everything that you can about you.
I will say this. I think it's challenging to be selfless when trust gets affected. What?
I don't like the way that was phrased.
I think, I mean, it's challenging when there's trust issues. It's challenging to be
But
selfless when there's trust because,
you create the trust issues though.
I mean, it's two people in a relationship.
But it's only you choose who you trust.
Yeah, but I'm just saying sometimes experiences can affect, things.
No, see,
For instance,
we're
let's
going back.
say, all right,
No,
let's say you in a relationship with somebody and you're being selfless, but they're not. Would you continue to be selfless,
so
or
where does
would
the
there,
trust come in at that?
huh?
You was talking about trust. That has nothing to do with trust.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's like, okay, two people in a relationship. One person is being, both people start off being selfless, but then something happens, and the other person begins to be selfish. That person who begins to be selfish, maybe they're not trusting in that other individual no more.
Selfishness is not. You don't trust anybody when you're selfish.
Right. So somewhere down the line, the trust got broken.
Or they always been selfish.
So they had a trust issue before they got into the relationship.
So yeah, so this is what happens. Let me tell you something. Because people can be manipulative real quick. Because they be like, yeah, I trust you as long as everything's working out. And that's, of course, in a relationship, especially in the beginning, you know how everything's all the lovey-dovey stage and everybody.
Did we do
We went on that kind of like,
this? I don't remember.
well, not on the stupid stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry. That new love stuff is stupid. Anyway, but let's be up. What was I talking about?
We're talking about trust.
Oh yeah.
Selflessness. Yeah.
Well, so what I was saying is people can be manipulative because in
Yes.
the beginning, you're trying to impress.
I tell you,
So
ooh,
so
you
you
just said
give it
something.
what?
Because it's like when you said that whole people trying to be manipulative and they'll portraying a certain thing.
Yeah.
So people being like fake and phony and whatnot.
Yeah.
But my thing is, what about, I don't know, when people, so you get a false representative.
Always.
But
You
my thing, it
always
was like
need the
so
you get the best of the, here's the thing. You get the best of that person at that time.
so do you agree with that whole make the person mad before you get too deep into it?
My thing is this. I'll say this. You gotta be careful who you make mad. Because my thing
I'm
is
telling you.
you don't I was don't open doors when you don't know what's on the other side of them. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know, like, did you push buttons?
But I think you should receive enough data about a person. Yes.
But how would they be a false representative?
Sometimes because my thing is we rush relationships. There time will show all things. We be like, oh yes, so you're not gonna see a person in a certain light. Understand? Give it some time. Things will happen, things will come up, and you will see. I'm not see my thing is that people are like, oh, I've been dating for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Why haven't I got married yet? Because I haven't seen enough.
That's not always the case, though.
No, that's not always the case.
Some people
But my
just
thing
don't.
is, no, but my thing is, take as long as you need to take
Yeah.
to learn the person. Now, my thing is, if y'all, because my thing is, for those people, y'all living together, y'all doing all that stuff, and it's been 5, 10, 20 years, come on. Come on now. Like, y'all,
I
like,
mean, at this point, you already married.
you're pretty, right. You're pretty, you're
you
doing
common law.
you everything but paper marriage.
I mean, you might as well go get you a piece of paper.
So my thing is that's different. So my thing is we're learning each other. We're what I'm saying. You take the time. Take the time. You do want to see, yes. Do you want to see somebody mad?
But what about when somebody pretends to be selfless in the beginning, but that's not really who they
That's
are?
like that. But what can you do unless you spend more time? And then you got to do data. Listen, see people's friends. Like you'll see.
I don't know that because
Don't do it. Don't do it.
okay.
Don't do it. No, but no. When I say see people's friends, like listen how people's friends talk about them. Listen how they talk about them when they're there and when they talk about them when they're not.
Yeah.
Huh? How does their family talk about them?
She said she just waited and let him go through his process.
Yeah.
So I guess my thing is like, what is true selflessness? And that's a question. Anybody feel free to answer, drop it in the comments or what have you. Y'all can answer too. Like, what is true or like pure selflessness?
Selflessness?
Yes, selflessness.
I don't even think you can really define pure because it's like either you're that way or you're not.
Right. Because a selfless person is going to for real, at the end of the day, you will give it all up for somebody. And my thing is, when I say all the way to up to your life, like you will give people whatever. I will.
Don't tell no lie.
What? I will give my life for you some days. It depends on the day. Never lie. Because some
You know
days,
what, babe? Today I'm selfish with my life.
Oh, wait, doing for others with no expectation.
That's me. See, I'm selfless.
That's you.
I am selfless. But depending on the day, right now you keep picking out. You get
Ain't
on
nobody
the
picking.
You know what?
Ain't nobody picking.
What's up? Just another comment.
Oh, okay.
What you got?
No, that's it.
No, it's good.
That's the one I just put up. Oh, give this shirt. I just see. Ooh.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You got to listen to me. If you
Hold
listen
up,
to me,
hold up, Satchel. Give this shirt.
That's our last name.
Give the shirt off your back. Last of your. Let me tell you about that last of the meal stuff.
That's different.
Jeff ain't sharing the last of his meal.
That is a lot from the book.
You might not even get.
Is a lot.
You might not even get the beginning of the meal. Okay. At that point, I came home. Casey, you had some chips.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, babe, can I have some of your chips?" Oh, the bag ain't even open yet.
It's not. What's wrong? No, what's wrong? The bag is not open.
But you tried to debate what I just said.
Because the bag wasn't open.
But selflessness, you would have opened it then.
No.
What?
Because for one, here, let's talk about this.
Go ahead.
Now, Ronnie, you're privy to this information. I'm a snacker. We understand that. There are certain snacks that I do not like to share that she will always ask for. And do I share with her? I do.
A sprinkle.
Yes, you're gonna get eliminated because it's my favorite snack. My thing is this. There's certain things. Y'all want to look at them?
What do you hear, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes. Oh no, this is me being selfish. I'm telling you right now. This is Jeff's stuff in the where the mic at. This is me being selfish. This is my selfish snacks. Oreos and chili cheese Fritos. And these are the main things.
I don't be wanting the Oreo.
You asked for the Oreo the other night, baby. Can I get an Oreo cookie?
But see, here's my thing, y'all. I don't want the whole pack. I literally just want one cookie.
See what's in the inconvenience?
One cookie.
I'm eating, enjoying my snack. Ooh, can I get one?
So you agreeing that it should be some selfishness in a relationship?
Do I agree with that? No. Am I selfish? Do I have selfish moments in our relationship? Absolutely.
I mean, but your actions say that you agree.
I'm saying that. No, I'm telling you what I'm doing.
Yes.
I think
so your opinion.
My opinion is, in a relationship, no, you should not be selfish.
No type of moments.
No. But for my relationship, I'm selfish because I give so much that I ask for those little.
Put a pause on it.
Put a pause.
Of course, you would have something to say.
What?
From one
don't come for
person
him
to another. I'm not coming for anyone.
Don't come for him.
One cookie.
It's the principle.
How is that principle?
It is principle because it's my. It's my. Everybody knows. Hey, these items come in. These are daddy.
When you got a whole 12-pack in the cabinet and I'm just asking for one cookie? It
doesn't matter. It's for me. The announcement is made. Hey, these are daddy.
Your spirit bad.
My spirit is not bad.
It ain't right.
Because my thing is you have your snacks that you don't want nobody to touch. You got food in the refrigerator that you don't want nobody to touch. That lies you
tell.
What
are you talking about?
Oh.
What food?
Never mind. Anyway, I'm just there. And half the food, you don't.
So, like I said, today when I came home, he had the chips. I was like, "Ooh, can I have some?"
They're not
and
open.
He was like, "They're not open." But let me tell you something, Facebook, YouTube. If they were open, and I grab a sprinkle, of the chips. If I go back for my second sprinkle, to see how that eyebrow just went up. That's exactly.
Why are you going for a second?
But listen,
why are you going for a second?
No. Because my 2 grabs don't even equal up to a handful.
Lies you tell, a handful is a handful.
If it don't fill your hand, it ain't no handful.
It's a handful.
It's not.
Do you have chips in your hand?
But your hand is not full.
The chips are full.
No.
It's full.
No.
It's full.
Real sad, but we.
Oh God.
I am being an example. I want to share. I'm a man of my word. I told Janaya she was gonna get some of my chips. So when I open the bag, Janaya will get some chips.
So because Janaya are equal.
What are you talking about? You're equal. I owe Janaya. I told her that's me being a man of my word that she was gonna get some of my chips. So when I open the bag, and you're not going to rush me to open my bag.
I'm not rushing you to open the bag, but once the bag is open, if I ask you for some chips, I don't see the big, just put me some on a napkin.
So I don't have a choice no matter what you're saying.
I mean, aren't you my provider?
Just because I'm your provider don't mean I got to give you some of my chips.
So you don't want to provide?
That's not providing. That's you just snacking.
Ain't you snacking too?
That's because they're for me. I bought them for me.
Ain't we one that we're supposed to snack together?
No, because you got a whole bunch of snacks in here that nobody likes but you. Them nasty, what's that cake? That stuff is disgusting.
It's not.
But then y'all eat all that. You want to eat all my good snacks and then leave the snacks that I don't like and be like,
well, baby. Always get you a snack stove.
No, I get myself snacks.
Oh, so you trying to say I don't go to the store and get you snacks?
You can give me as many snacks.
No, you good. You good. Anyway. So anyway, what I'm saying, Anthony, is that if he would just put me some chips on a napkin, I wouldn't be doing the 2-3 sprinkle thing.
That's not true, because then because this is what happened last time. Because what she's not telling you is, I opened the first bag, and then what she did, ooh, babe, can I get some? She went in there, I gave her some. I didn't even hesitate. I gave her some. Then I'm up there watching my show, and then she went, put her hand in for a second time. Now, did my eyebrow go up? Yeah. It did. And then she went for a third and a fourth. She she keeps saying she wants one sprinkle. It's not one sprinkle. She's going to keep eating it until all my chips are gone.
No, you heard what she said. She was going to keep eating it till she felt like she had a handful.
Right. What kind of hand is she trying to fill? A lot, because you done went in there about 5 times.
I don't even do it. I go in the bag like this. See what I'm saying?
Selfishness. See what I'm saying?
Oh,
God. Can't have it.
You can, and you know that. Okay.
And that's why I don't want you. That's why I don't want to share. That's why I want to be selfish, because they're mine.
Now let me ask you this: was it like this? Because I know in my I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. This is funny. Was it like this between y'all before or after the kids?
No, because you got a representative. Because in the beginning, Jeff would share any and everything. He would make his plate. I'd be like, "Ooh, can I have some?" It was everything was all smiles and all great.
Mm-hmm.
False representation.
Lies you tell. So let's
It
go.
is
Let's
not.
go. Let's go.
Let's
No,
go.
let's go. So let's add on to that.
Go ahead.
Let's tell the whole story. Let's
Get a hold
Uh-huh.
on. Let's
Uh-huh.
do that.
paint the whole picture. Let's
Paint the picture.
paint the picture. Me and Sheila lived in two different states.
Okay.
We had a long distance relationship starting off. So when we were together, we maximized the time that we was together. So yes, when I was with her during those times, when I went down to North Carolina or when she came up here, that's what it was. That wasn't false representation. What it was me making sure that you got everything that you did. So yes, my mind was I was in a sharing, caring mode at that time. She met going out of his way, Jeff. She didn't meet every day. I got my snacks and stuff, Jeff.
False representation.
That's not false representation. What? How? Because I you know what? Never mind. Because you had some false representation too, but we leave that for
What
after.
you saying?
We'll talk after.
Well, like I said, you can share.
Does this need to be a podcast? False
Mhm.
representation.
Because I'm just saying. My thing is clear. It's not like, oh, I bought stuff and it was like, oh no, I'm not sharing. My thing is I share everything, but I ask for these two snacks.
But you don't share that snack.
That's what I'm saying. My snacks, when I say, hey, these are daddy's snacks, these are my snacks. I don't want to share these snacks. I want to enjoy
Y'all,
these
it's
snacks.
really bad because we went to Sam's
It's
Club.
bad,
Yes,
right?
it is because we went to Sam's Club one time and it was a 30 pack, right?
Uh-huh.
So I gave
A 30
him.
pack of what?
I don't remember, but I bought a 30 pack of. It was the Oreos, as a matter of fact.
It
You
was
know how it is
Oreos.
at Sam's Club. So I gave him the majority, and then I gave,
No.
I gave some
It
to
was
the kids.
no. I know what it was. It wasn't the Oreo.
What was it?
It was the grandma cookies, and I bought them. I got them.
Yes. Oh
I
my
got
God.
them.
Yes.
No.
Matter of fact, he didn't even buy them. My mom
Bought them for me. No. Let's go back. No,
Lord.
because you got to tell the whole story.
Yes,
Your
she
mother
bought them.
for who?
Huh?
For
just
me.
got
She
them.
said
She
no.
was like, get
No.
something that
She
you
said.
would like.
She said right. Get something who would like. Jeff. She's like Jeff. I bought you some cookies because I know you like cookies. I said thanks, Mom. Well, Sheila goes and she divides my cookies up to the kids and then give me a portion of it. No,
You had
you
the
are
majority.
dead wrong. It doesn't matter.
Because you
They
gonna
were
want some
for
of
me.
that snacks that she got.
I'm a dad. I can tax them.
That's some skewed thinking. That's
That's
jacked
not.
up.
I can tax them all I want.
So you're gonna be unfair with your
You
snacks, but,
tax the kids.
but I'm fair if they want some of my snacks and I got a doggone variety pack and it's like 30 some odd
It
packs of cookies.
doesn't matter.
It do matter.
It was bought for me.
That's real fluffy.
That's not fluffy. Okay, so next time somebody buy you something, I'm gonna be like, ooh, let me get some of this, let me do it, and you're gonna be like, what? No,
Great.
that's
I would love for
you are
to indulge in
lies,
some of my
lies,
treats.
lies.
You always looking at them with your face balled up. Don't even want to get them a chance.
No, because you eat from that. That's what I'm saying. You want to share the nasty stuff.
It's not
You
nasty.
because everybody wants my snacks because you buy them nasty snacks.
They're not nasty.
They are.
snacks.
What's the question the kids ask? When we go grocery shopping, they be like, who bought the snacks? They be like, oh, daddy bought the snacks. Ooh, we got something good.
So
that's what they say.
I get.
You know what?
Thank you. I don't even know how that's a thing. That's an abomination.
Frostless Pop Tarts are amazing and they're still sweet. They are still good. Don't start, Jamal. You stay over there in the corner. Stay in the corner.
It was funny to this. He popped up. She talking about the Pop Tarts.
No, it's nothing wrong with them. Frostless Pop Tarts are good. Good.
Oh
What
my
if?
God.
Jamal said he would not stop talking about that. I mean, for weeks. I can't believe Shirley giving them unfrosted Pop Tarts.
It's less sugar. You don't need all that.
This was nasty.
Oh
They're
God.
not nasty. They taste good.
Oh God.
I'm
I
not.
know they're not nasty because we grew up on non-frosted Pop Tarts, so I know
What?
they're not nasty.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Let me tell you
Hmm.
something. For one, this is the first time Sheila did that one time. The first time she did it. I was like, ooh, she was like, ooh, baby, can you grab me some Pop Tarts? I was like, cool. Out of the house, she bought some Pop Tarts in the house. I assumed all Pop Tarts had frosted in it.
Mm-mm.
Went to grab the Pop Tart. I opened it. I said, dang, babe, they gave us a bad thing in Pop Tart. She was like, no, they're unfrosted. I was like, how?
Toaster strudel is cool. I get toaster strudel. The kids love it.
Yeah, because they have frosting that you can put up there.
They eat it either way. Sometimes they eat it with
Nobody eats toaster strudel.
First off, if I warm toast that thing, I will eat it without the frost. I don't know what you're
Y'all
talking about.
Carolina girls on some stuff.
Ooh.
That's
today.
real. Don't be a statist. Yes, I
I-
made up a
So
word.
don't be a status. Which
State is.
yeah, so that would be status.
Don't be biased of the state. Okay? How about
Have
that?
you tried a toasted unfrosted Pop Tart?
It's
My grandma was
good.
bougie. We would toast ours,
Well, just a little
and they were
trump.
good.
We ain't got no toaster right now. I don't know if you're ready yet. So
I know we're not getting a
we
toaster.
You see,
We
you like
got-
you need a
I'm
toaster
sorry.
oven.
We do. So I'm sorry.
Little trauma.
We had a trauma with our
Little
toaster.
experience.
I've heard.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
That was something. But no, but like
And-
I'm saying, like for real. So like my mom, she came and she loves like Sam's Club and BJ's, that's her jam. So, she was just like, just pick up stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was like, get whatever you need for the kids. So I'm just loading up the cart. Because I know Jeff and the kids like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because what Jeff is not saying to you guys, I know all the snacks that he likes. And from time to time, I will buy them. But he don't say that though.
You didn't give me the chance to because you've been
You
talking.
wasn't gonna
Yeah.
say that anyway.
Look at
But
you.
what I'm
You're
saying is,
laughing.
so I
Just
buy,
laughing. Just
I get
laughing.
them, and I made everybody a snack bag, Ron. It was fair.
It was not fair.
Your drawer was full.
It doesn't matter. Because didn't the kids have snacks? Did I get to share their stuff?
Yeah, because I gave some of their snacks to you.
Nope.
You
No.
eat
No.
them.
No. You didn't. I want them eating them because you didn't share my snacks with them.
No,
It was bought for me.
No.
It's a comment.
Let's see.
We're gonna move on.
Okay, well we should.
Jeez Louise. How did you see this?
Yes, grew up on it at Granny House. We had the rich food kind though, equivalent of great value. Oh, God.
Okay.
I don't.
Brand of the Pop Tart.
I never a Pop Tart. I never heard of those.
What?
But all I'm saying is, I understand that we all have selfish moments at times.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when it gets to a place where it's all about you, now I've seen.
But that's the whole definition of selfishness. Is it's all about you. You're not thinking about nobody else.
But I'm just saying to never think of anyone else, to never consider someone else. I'm wondering, like, what's behind that? Like, do you feel like nobody else is going to care? Like, you just, like, it seems like there's no trust. Like, you're just.
I just feel like it's just people that's just like that. Just like you got some people who are pure hearted, it's some people who are just wired to be about them.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
I think we all got like family members who can say are absolutely selfish.
Yeah.
They don't care about nobody but themselves.
True.
Yeah, I've seen that. But I just like, I don't know. I feel like in a relationship, for the most part, it does take some selflessness.
Selfish or selfless?
Selfless. But I will say that it is challenging when you don't have two selfless people and you got one, you got one being selfless and then the other one being selfish. That's a challenge.
How?
Because
I think that's the perfect
you
combination.
have one person who's thinking about the other individual, and then you got that person who's just thinking about themselves. How is that a good combination?
Yeah, good.
Uh-oh. How is that a good combination?
I'm just saying because if the person's thinking only about themselves, and the other
Mhm.
person wants to help them,
Yeah.
I think it works out, kind of, sort of.
No, because like, in other words, that person is given, giving all they got for the benefit of the other person, and the other person is just
Receiving everything. Yes.
they're receiving, but they're not giving anything.
Yeah.
That's really jacked up.
I didn't say it was right, but that it worked.
I mean, I think that's jacked. And that's what
Man,
causes
life
the
ain't fair. People, that's the life.
life isn't fair. It's not, but I don't know. Have some balance. I'm not for it.
You're not for it.
No.
So
Yeah.
to wrap this up,
All right.
hold up. Let's say
Uh-oh.
your partner should. Oh, put it on the screen. Baby.
Oh, okay. Let me put it up. Your
Yeah.
partner should remind you. Hold up. Here we go. Your partner should remind you to be selfish sometimes when they see you aren't pouring into yourself. Okay. I no wait, because you do that.
Yeah, but
You do that though.
my thing.
It's a good thing. Like you'll be like, okay, go get your nails done, or you'll be like, okay,
Yes, when you've been
go.
when you've been sacrificing a
But
lot.
that's what
Yes,
she's saying.
yes, but my thing is, but that's I feel like if I'm in a place to spoil you, so that I feel like in a relationship, you shouldn't have to be selfish if I'm supplying everything that you need, and vice versa. Because if I'm taking care of everything that you need,
If we
and
both give
so
100, I think it'll be
right.
okay.
Because my thing is, and we were at that at one point where it was just like, especially in the beginning of our marriage, it was I didn't think about nothing about myself because I was taking care of everything that you wanted,
But it was
and
hard
vice
to be
versa.
selfless with you in the beginning.
What?
It was challenging in the beginning to be selfless with you
How?
because when I would try to do stuff for you, you just kind of would like block it. And you would be like, it's not necessary, or you don't got to do that. And I was like, but I want to, And so that was challenging for me because I was just like,
Well, yeah, I wasn't good at receiving gifts at the
right,
beginning. Yes,
right.
but that was me learning how to be in a relationship because I was so used to being selfish because all I had to think about was myself.
But what I will say, with that being said, it did get to a place where, hmm?
But
It did get to a place where I just began to think about. I just was like, all right, I just focus on me because I was like, I got tired of trying to push so hard to focus on you.
okay,
No, for real.
I get it, but I don't. But it doesn't make sense.
So basically, it's like imagine trying to like do stuff for somebody, do things for someone, or like trying to love on someone and just trying to express yourself or like stuff like that, and then the other person is kind of just like, oh no, you don't have to do that. It's not necessary, or it's just a thing of like, don't just like it's like you're trying to control and tell me how to be selfless with you, how to love you, and how to do. And that created challenges. Cause I'm like, when it comes to Jeff, I don't spare no expense. So like if I don't you do
I
that.
said nothing.
So I'll go to the store and I'm gonna come back with a few things if I'm able to do it, and I will.
And don't I
Mhm.
do that for you?
No, but what I'm saying is that you wouldn't always receive it well.
I told you in the beginning I wasn't good at receiving gifts. I said
Right.
that.
So I kind of drew back. And I guess you could say I
I get that.
more I became a little more selfish because I was like, dang, I'm trying, what I'm saying? It's not like I'm trying to do a bad thing. So I just that's what I'm saying.
So then you stop, and then when you stop, then see what I'm saying? But that was all on you though.
But if you had just been more open to receive,
So it's my fault that you stopped giving?
kind of yeah, because
No. You made that decision.
you kept shutting the door.
And so you keep on giving.
How you
You,
couldn't do
Okay, no.
no, you gotta be Steve Urkel.
That just gets unhealthy after a while.
that?
We cute. You think so?
You know what?
I'm so done. I am so. But anyway,
So okay, let's wrap it up. Let's
okay,
wrap
we
it up.
rapping.
Okay,
I'm ready to
so my
eat
thing
something.
is,
I'm a little hungry. What? We wrapping up.
yeah, okay.
I just want to say that I have enjoyed this conversation tonight. It has been really good, and I was looking. For, I just, so being too selfless, okay, huh? So is being too selfless okay? Good question. It's a good question. You want to answer?
I think
I think if it's being reciprocated, it's okay.
see, but that's not that defeats the purpose of being selfless because selfless, you're not looking for anything in return.
But an unbalanced,
Right.
but an
But
unbalanced scale will not register properly.
right.
So basically, if it's one person being selfless and the other person is not, at some point, something's gonna fall off. If
So,
a scale is not balanced, then
but skills aren't meant. See,
some, go ahead.
because we think everything should be 50-50.
No, I don't mean that type of balance
No.
either.
Because you're saying when you're saying scales. So when I think of scales, you're thinking my thing is a scale as long as it's not broke and it's all the way 100. A scale is going to be it can be 90-10. But we don't like to see that because you'd be like, man, this person is giving so much and this person is giving so little. But if they're okay
No, I'm
with
not
that,
saying to measure.
then,
No,
then it was why you
I'm
put
not
the scale
saying
up there.
I'm not saying it to compare it. So anyway, and what I'm saying is like, say you got this person over here, they're being selfless and they're giving, and then you have the other person over here who is not being selfless. Because my thing is, this person is going to begin to go down because
You don't know that. You
hold it,
don't. Some
sir.
people love to give.
No. Let me finish. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. If you got a person,
Oh, hands all in the face.
if you've got a
She
person,
hit me, y'all.
oh my God. If you got this person over here that's being selfless, right? And they're giving. And then this person over here is being selfish. So not only they're receiving from the other person, but they're also giving to themselves. So they good. They on their way up. But nothing the person over here isn't being cared for.
How do you know that? Because my thing is, no,
But that's
listen, because that's some people's love language. Some people get joy, they get fulfillment on making sure that somebody else is doing good.
yeah, but
You don't know that.
Right.
in order for something to keep giving, it has to be cared for. It has to be
But
maintained.
maybe that's giving them that affirmation that they need is making them seeing
Baby,
that somebody.
no, sir.
No, that's because you're putting yourself in that,
No,
and
I ain't even
you're
think.
wrong. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not even
No,
thinking
you
about
are,
myself.
babe. You are. You're taking it real
No,
personal.
it's not personal in this moment.
It is.
No, it's really, really not. So, like, for if you're in a relationship and that one person is being selfless, and I mean they're giving. I mean they're giving financially, they're giving emotionally, they're giving spiritually, they're giving all the way around, and then you got the other person on the other side. It's just like in a marriage. If that one person is constantly giving, but the other person isn't giving, then who's pouring back into that other person?
But you don't know what that person is. They're getting something out of a relationship.
How?
Think, babe. Everybody, nobody, no relationship is 100 nothing.
So,
No
all right. So
relationship is
let's
like
use
that.
us as
Somebody's getting something
okay.
out of
Hit
the
the
deal.
pause. So let's use us as an example. If you're constantly giving to me, and
You
I
really hitting
never
on me.
stop, babe. If you're constantly giving to me, and I don't give back to you, what's gonna happen to you eventually?
I'm getting something out of the deal, babe.
How?
How?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not getting conversation from you.
Nope.
I'm not getting. So
And
you're
if
not
I
talking.
and
So
if
we're
I
not talking.
and check it,
Come on,
no, I'm gonna tell you
you're
because
taking
with a
this too
selfish
far.
person,
You're taking it
no, no,
too
no,
far,
because
babe.
with a selfish person, you'll get conversation out of them, but guess who it's about? Them.
Mm.
Seriously.
So you saying that person? So they're not getting. I'm not getting conversation.
Case in point, the couple that
I'm
we
not,
was talking about, when they used to have conversation, who was it about? Her.
okay.
So eventually, what happened to him?
You're talking about that case.
But that I'm saying
That's
because
one
it was
case.
a one-sided situation. That's what we're talking about, a one-sided situation.
See, but that was a one-sided situation when the other person thought the other person was working with them. My thing is, what you were saying is, hey, this person is giving. I'm talking from a state that someone enjoys. That is what they look. hey, they're a giver, and
Yeah.
that's what they want to do. They're
Yeah.
giving to the relationship. They get joy from giving,
Yes.
and so with them giving to that person, they got some kind of shelter, don't they? They got a place there, and they have a purpose. Their purpose is to give. There's people. So you're saying for the women or the men who want to be homemakers, and they just want to be home and take care of the house.
Oh, you're giving.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
me, there with that, if you
But
got
that's the but
if you
there's
got somebody who works inside the home and
there's
you got somebody who works a 9 to 5, y'all are both giving. I'm
right.
talking
That's
about
isn't that that's them serving, right?
yeah, they're both
Okay.
giving.
So my thing is, if that person is giving,
But we're talking
then
about somebody who doesn't give.
I'm talking about the person who is giving. You're saying, well, how do they get fulfillment? They don't get poured back into. They get self fulfillment from doing what they like to do.
But it takes more than that.
No, that's where you're projecting.
So really, so what you're saying to me now is that if you was in a relationship with someone and you're getting
Now you're making it personal. You're making it personal now. No, you are, because now you're asking me for my opinion, and you know what I like and don't like.
I ain't talking about us per se.
No, but you're saying
if
I'm in a relationship, that's not going to work
all
for
right,
me.
case in point, let's take two friends. So you got two friends. You got one friend that is selfless. You got another friend that is selfish.
It can work.
How?
I do believe it can work.
And not so you got the friend who gives because they love to give. And don't get me wrong, there is an enjoyment and there's some fulfillment in giving. But relationship is not a one-way road.
But it's
supposed
not
to be
one.
two. A two. It's supposed to be a
It
give and
is
take.
because you have a giver and you have somebody who wants to receive.
But when you say so you're telling me that the give and take should always be like one person should always be the giver and the other person should always be the taker?
No, you asked, can can that type of relationship work? And I said it can work.
How?
Because although it's one-sided, people do get fulfillment out of it. There's a lot of relationships that are like that when it is.
But it will last how long?
Yeah.
It does last.
How?
It does. People are committed to it.
I've seen you in relationships, but it didn't last.
What are you talking about?
I've seen you in friendships. You're giving, you're giving, you're giving. And it was not being, it wasn't that.
We're talking about me though. I know what I require and what I need.
No.
We're talking general.
I'm
so
just saying,
general
fine. I'm just using your scenario. You're the only person I've seen like that.
And I'm saying it can. You asked, can it work? I said it can work.
But did it?
What? Did what work? I have seen. I know somebody who is like that, and there's this one.
Is it healthy?
To them, it is. That's what I'm saying. The person
they have a skewed perspective of health.
So see, now you're judging.
I ain't judging.
You are.
I'm for real.
Babe, you don't even see that you're projected. You're projecting if they are happy, let them be happy. If all they want to do is give and serve that person, that's what they want to do.
Are you telling me that on the other end, it's okay for that person to be selfish and just keep taking and they don't give nothing?
If that works for them, babe, that's cool.
How in the world is that healthy?
Babe, it's healthy for them. They're okay with their relationship. Every relationship is different. How can you sit here and say that every relationship is different, but then you judge a relationship when you feel like it's not? You are.
No, I'm just trying to understand. I don't get it. That's
not cool, babe.
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. It can work though. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie. You got something?
No, I did. I lost it.
I'm sorry. She kind of threw me off.
So what was y'all's answer?
Well, being
selfless, being too selfless.
Being too selfless, okay. And Sheila's opinion, no.
What?
You just said too selfless.
He said, so being too selfless is okay. So in other words, is there such thing as being too selfless?
See, in a marriage, I would say no. That's me because I feel like you go for broke. Because for me,
You should have gave me them chips. All right, let's go.
I'm not there
Okay,
yet.
so what are you saying about a marriage?
I say, in marriage, I feel like you have to be selfless. You have to. That
So
I
you
feel
don't feel like you can be too selfless in a marriage?
It should have no boundaries.
it for me. No, because my thing is, I'm giving you my all. I'm giving you all of me. So my thing is, when I say you get all of my finances, you're getting all of my time, you're getting my life if you need it. Now my thing is that's something that I'm striving to do. Striving, excuse me. I said I don't know what I said. But that's something that I'm striving to get to. I'm not there yet, which my wife has obviously told y'all all tonight. But no, but I do feel like in marriage, in a fully mature marriage, yes, you should be fully selfless and you should not have to care about yourself because really, when I believe the vows that I believe in, is I'm supposed to take care of your needs and you're supposed to take care of my needs. And if we're both doing the job that we agreed to do, I wouldn't have a need anyway. That's not bad, wrong. Well, on that note, good night, y'all. uh, don't look at me how you looking. Hey, anyway, so on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Ronnie, you got anything to say before we go?
No, I don't. I don't know. This was interesting. I don't even know if I'm satisfied with this conversation.
It probably needs to be like a part two.
Yeah.
We really didn't get into like everything, but I just feel like I don't know. To me, selflessness and selfishness, they both hurt. What? Like
I'm trying to.
what? You trying to what?
Okay, baby, come on.
No, and I say that because when you're really like selflessness, like when I think about like the like selflessness, and I'm not trying to be like go that way, but I'm just saying like I think about even like Jesus Christ laid down his life like that's just like
Oh, you took it all
I mean
biblical.
no, but I'm just saying like that's really like selfless. Like here you go, I'm gonna die for you. Like and it hurt. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? The cross hurt. But that's what I mean when I say selflessness hurts. I say selfishness hurts because it doesn't hurt the selfish person per se, but the person on the other end. It can hurt the other person on the other end. So that's what I mean when I say they both, hurt. That's what I'm trying to say. But I definitely because when I think selfless, I think about sacrifice. And if you love someone like you say you do, then sacrifice definitely should be coming with that. And not only that, but it's probably easy to be selfless when you have trust. Because if I'm trusting that you're going to care for me mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you're going to handle, not even, I ain't even gonna say handle everything, but you're just gonna give it 100. You know what I'm saying? Because Jeff can give me 100 on some days and still miss the mark. You know what I mean? Because no, 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 no. Come on now. All right.
Go back into what you was the mood you was in.
So no, but I'm saying somebody can give you 100 and still miss the mark with being selfless because we're still works in progress. You know what I mean? It's just like with the gym. You know, she gave 100, still a work in progress. That's all I'm saying. You know,
She just want my chips. That's all that is.
they still around because I do want me. I really I want
Dang,
something
you
good to
just
salty.
ate Pringle. Like you got
They
all.
still in there. They feeling that. But anyway,
But you want my Fritos though.
yeah, you want some chips? You have some. Yeah.
Nobody want them nasty chips.
See what I'm saying? It's not that I didn't offer.
It's the flavor. You got a nasty flavor. Anyway, with
The
that,
cheddar cheese is good.
they're
I
not-
think they good.
they're not that good.
Okay.
But just to wrap it up with the selfish, I do agree. I feel like the selflessness is
It's sacrifice.
it is sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like in a marriage, and I have to make that stipulation in a marriage. That's when I feel like you should be
I don't know how much
100%.
sacrifice is happening in the dating
I
phase.
feel like
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
whose
you.
side are you on, bro? So I feel like in a marriage, being selfless is necessary, and because, like you said, when you're selfless, it's a sacrifice. You're slowly dying to whatever your will, what you want, da 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 da. So then my question
Ooh, we
is,
didn't tap into that.
but my thing is, what you have to understand, what you have to ask yourself is this person is this person worthy of you dying for? And that's why you got to make good decisions.
I think we should put a little clarity on the death.
When I say like, I'm talking about dying.
In other words,
in
is
different-
that person worth you changing and maturing for?
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying?
No,
Because it's not a physical death.
it could be, it could be,
Jesus Christ.
it could be.
All
But
right. That ain't,
no, but I'm saying when I say dying for, like, because you're eating away at different parts of yourself to give to this person.
yeah, you're changing.
That's not changing. You're decreasing.
You're changing.
That's not changing. Anyway, it looks like we may have to continue this a little further.
Yeah,
It seems a little unsettled.
I'm unsettled. I will say that if you are a selfish person, do not have children and do not get married.
100% agree.
True. Because that's going to be very challenging.
Absolutely.
It's not really fair, in my opinion.
You're
It's not-
wasting
it's not
everybody's
fair.
time. You're wasting people's time.
Because, I mean, kids are going to do what they do, which is to be a kid. And they're going to be leaning on you and depending on you. Okay?
For a very long time.
It's going to be some sacrifice. I mean, I still call my mama from time to time. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
So, kids are a lifelong commitment. That's what I always
Absolutely.
But we're gonna have to continue this
Yeah,
later.
we do.
And
Yeah.
It's my bedtime.
so we may finish this as an appetizer for the next episode.
We
huh?
might do like a little
A little what?
little appetizer, a little wrap up.
But that's what I just said.
I mean, I'm just agreeing with you.
Then why did you have to restate it, Pootie Tang?
I never watched that movie.
Jeez. You gotta understand the reference.
I don't know what that means. But we do want to thank you guys for watching.
Now I gotta show you Pootie Tang.
I don't want to watch it because that's that guy
I don't
that was
need you.
talking weird. I don't want to see that. No, thank you. I mean,
What?
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you in your broken English. I'm not gonna do that. What? That's like that Dolomite movie. I was like, I'm good.
What?
What movie?
You didn't like Dolomite?
So, okay, Sheila, why are we on this topic? Because
You don't like black movies, babe.
That is not true.
I'm not going to lie, Jeff. I'm not a hood movie person either.
Y'all some Dawson Creek, One Tree Hill.
I didn't
people.
like Dawson Creek like that. Hey, Miss Pat. Thank you for watching.
We trying to wrap up.
What? I like black movies. It's just that those.
Is that a line from a movie, T? See, I don't even know black movies.
I have no. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Is that from a movie? Like, seriously, that's what that's.
I have no idea. Honestly.
I don't know. People quote black movies all around me. I'd be like, what are y'all talking about?
Oh God! No.
See?
No. Not even
And the only reason why I know the name Pootie Tang is because all the black people around me have said Pootie Tang.
yeah.
I maybe had watched that movie once, and it was with Jamal, so I was an adult.
Wow.
Side-eye
That is funny.
Yeah, no, I didn't grow up with that.
I like Boys in the Hood though. Huh.
I didn't see that till I was grown too.
Oh, I don't know. Now I watched Boys in the Hood. I enjoyed it. Ricky! I was with it. You know what I'm saying? I like Boys in the Hood.
You did.
I did. I felt a certain type of way with Morris Chestnut, you know.
Well, that's the only reason you watched it. Like,
I was like, wait. You know what I'm saying? Anything that had like Morris Chestnut, I think a little Lorenz Tate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he is short.
you was a
He
Lorenz.
was short.
I don't know what. What
He,
was up with Lorenz?
he was okay. He was okay.
So
you know what I'm
you a Love Jones fan.
Now I'm more like an Omar Epps. You know,
That was mine. Oh
That's
my!
it.
What?
Omar Epps. I was like,
Listen,
you can, all
You
right.
can what? You can what?
So
You can what?
I'm just saying, Omar Epps, higher learning. When he ran up them steps to them Tim.
that was one of my favorite actors.
What? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
What happened?
New Jersey Drive, bruh.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
New Jack City.
How no, okay, I watched.
I never even heard of New Jersey Drive.
I watched how high.
What?
I watched how
Where's my
high.
brother?
I watched how high.
You're right here.
I was like, ooh,
You said it's what?
listen, man, I'm here for it.
About them stealing cars. I mean,
New Jack City. I was like, for real.
New
y'all?
Jack City. Well, don't you do it?
That was rough. Like straight up, that was rough. Wesley Snipes. I ain't like him in that. I was like, bump that. I was like, Wesley Snipes needs to die. Kill Nino Brown. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Juice was my movie, but again, Omar Epps. Huh?
Tupac stole the show. What are you talking about?
Too bad he wasn't mentally rapside.
Nah, I wasn't.
Poetic Justice.
It's just it's a
I don't know.
it's the
now
I don't think I watched New Jersey Drive for real.
I don't even know what that is.
I heard of it, but I don't think I watched it.
Movie night. You coming over? We're gonna watch.
We could do a movie POV.
You're gonna be mad because I'll probably fall asleep.
I did watch Above the Rim. I did watch Above the Rim. That was.
I watched Above the Rim, but y'all literally, I saw all these movies. What other than the New Jersey Drive when I was an adult?
But no, for real. Like I watched Sprung. I watched Sprung.
Sprung was whack.
It was funny though.
I like Belly. Does that count?
Wow.
Really? You like Belly?
Mm-hmm.
I give you that.
I didn't
Belly does count.
Wait, somebody said lean on me.
No, lean on me.
Mr. Clark. They're trying to get in.
Keep the chains off the door.
Cooley High.
Cooley High.
Listen, I cried. Okay, when I was like, I listen. I mean, like best man.
Yeah.
Okay. The best
No, I never seen Crooklyn.
You never seen Crooklyn? Nah, even I seen Crooklyn.
Now,
Even Sierra seen Crooklyn.
No, she likes Crooklyn.
Now
my thing is like, have I watched Crooklyn? I'm not a fan of Crooklyn. I'll say that up here. I'm not shot. Yeah, Shada's.
I don't know what that is.
I watched Shada's.
I don't know what that is.
But that was only because of
How to Be a Player.
How to Be a Player in that movie, yo. I watched that.
Yeah, that's how I like Shada's. I watch Shada's.
Yeah, and part 2, huh?
What else? Other movies from back in the day. Strictly Business.
Okay, you done took it way back.
What?
Strictly Business.
Mo Money.
Nice. You're telling your age.
What?
Y'all know my idea of black movies.
Oh God.
Like your oh my God. You said who?
What?
Go ahead.
Jamal, what's my movies? Oh my God.
Don't be nothing wild.
Life.
I can't think right now, y'all.
You got Life. What's that one I got with when the grandma died?
The one where all four of them together, get married?
Harlem.
Thank you.
I
Harlem
haven't.
Nights.
I'm not against Harlem Nights. I just haven't watched.
Yeah, those are my ideas of
The
black
Wood,
movies.
Best
The
Man.
Wood, The Best
Oh yeah,
Man.
The Wood, The Best Man. I watched all that.
Y'all
Yeah,
suck, man. Y'all terrible.
it was real in The
The
Wood.
Wood was fucking funny, though. The Wood was fucking.
I didn't even know Harlem Nights until Busta Rhymes did that music video.
Oh, are you kidding me? What?
Oh, snap.
Harlem Nights is my movie.
I did enjoy watching Life. You gonna eat your cornbread, but it was that was an unfortunate reality.
Mo
'Cause
Better Blues.
I remember Mo Better Blues, of course, Coming to America, Do the Right Thing.
Yes, do the right thing. Come on, do the right thing.
What's the one with Tisha Campbell and them where they in college and you got
School Days.
School Days, you got
Yeah, I remember that.
School Days.
I'm not the biggest musical fan though. I'm not. I'm
School
just,
Days was good. You got
House Party.
I'm just saying. I tend not to go towards the musical route, but School Days.
And I love it basketball, but that was Omar.
I felt the way
Love and Basketball.
I watched Love and Basketball, but I was like,
That was one of my favorite movies.
you just looking at finale. Whatever.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brown Sugar was another one of my favorites.
I did like the brown sugar.
I didn't like brown sugar. I'm telling you that.
brown-
I didn't like brown sugar. I didn't.
You like all these shoot 'em up bang bangs. As soon as we
That's
say
not
something,
true. Let
That's
me
not
tell you
true.
something.
That's not true. That's not true.
If
'Cause
it,
what's the,
if it
what was
don't
it?
have something
No.
explicit in it,
That's
just
a
probably.
lie. Because I like.
kids. So a love story don't interest y'all.
No, I was into Jason Lyric.
I tell you what, I got.
So
jealous.
what? What about Jason
You
Lyric?
said who?
When we first,
Jason's Lyric.
well, nah, when we first got
See
together,
what I'm saying?
I watched Jason Lyric. But when we first got together, I got you.
Okay, Jamal keep hollering about that too. CB4. I don't know what that is either.
CB4 is
What?
wet. What? CB4 is wet.
We talked about this before.
No, CB4
Yeah, did I watch
is
the whole
a
thing?
wet movie.
But I could have been saying this because I don't remember.
Because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and black, 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 and black, black, and then black.
CB4 was so.
Y'all know that's the only part I know because y'all always say people always say it.
I did watch Dead President.
That's president.
Like I can't watch the
What's
movie.
Blood and Blood? What? Blood and Blood out that.
Blood in, blood out.
That one I don't.
Oh yeah, nobody mentioned Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace to Society was funny. I like the remake Don't Be a Menace to Society by Drinking Your Juice in the Hood.
True.
Did somebody say How High?
Yeah.
What about the one, the horror movie? Dang, I can't even think of it. They end up in a funeral parlor.
Yeah, it's like Tales from the
Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood. Yeah, that one.
How you not like, baby? You didn't like CB4?
No, I ain't.
So you didn't like CB4 is hilarious.
I mean, but if you look South Central.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, now South
I
Central.
watched South Central. I did.
Deuce here.
You doing too soon.
I can't quote none of these, most of these movies.
Medicine Society.
Tales from the Hood was hilarious to me.
I was a Jim Carrey fan.
Come on, see what Paid in Full, huh?
I watched all the Friday. Oh, Paid in Full. Wow.
Oh, yo, Leprechaun.
I never seen that, but I will.
No, I will say
Leprechaun in the Hood.
You see Dead Presidents?
Yeah, we said that person. Let me tell you about the Leprechaun.
With you.
Do you remember? Moms used to watch.
Oh snap! I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Where mom? Is my mom still up here?
She might be.
She made us watch all the Leprechauns. Those are the most.
Yo.
The Leprechaun is the old version of Sharknado.
Yo,
Let me tell you that. It's so corny that it's funny.
What about the one with Show Enough in it?
Oh yeah, I'm a what's it called? Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Classic.
Yeah, that was funny to me, yo.
Classic.
Oh my god.
How did we didn't get it? We didn't got it.
I don't know how we got over here.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Here we are.
Oh yeah, because y'all don't watch black movies.
I haven't seen like majority of these movies that they calling out.
I just didn't grow up on it, so it was like
Let me see.
you got to play catch up when you get grown, and then I just wasn't interested. I guess because it wasn't my life.
Oh, somebody said Blank Man.
Yo, Blank Man was good.
Blank Man was hilarious.
I don't even know what that is.
Damon Wayans.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Money Talk.
Yeah, Money Talk. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what Money Talks was about.
Oh yeah, Money Talk
I
was
remember
good.
Money Talk. That's with Chris Rock, right? Chris Tucker. I mean,
Good stuff
Yeah,
there.
Chris Tucker.
yeah, I remember that one.
Five Heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats. Look here.
Man, watch Five Heartbeats so much.
Can't nobody sing
Right.
like Eddie Kane Jr.
Right.
No,
Yeah. But now we're coming out of the hood movies.
What?
Um,
we talking about black movies.
Dream
Like,
Girl.
Black is a difference
Dream
between
Girl.
black and then hood.
Yeah.
Vampire in Brooklyn, not hood.
Vampire in Brooklyn. That's hood.
Yeah.
Me-
Meteor Man.
Meteor Man was so corny.
It was. Yeah. What
It
else
was.
was out there?
Hold up.
I'm trying to think what other. I mean, of course, you got Color Purple.
So can I? I'm gonna say this. Don't y'all don't crucify me. I don't like the color purple.
Mo Money, Blue Street.
I like the color purple.
Yeah, I never seen.
Oh, I
Bones.
love Blue Street.
I never seen Bones. I heard about it though.
Oh yeah, I seen Bones. That's what's it called movie? What's his name? Snoop
Was
Dogg.
that supposed to be scary?
Fresh was.
That's on
Fresh was cool.
The one with Snoop Dogg. I think I seen Bones.
Yeah, you seen Bones.
I seen Fresh too.
I'm trying to think. What else?
Let's go back.
When they say paid in
Oh, I got one.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
say
know
Paid
if
in
anybody's seen this one. It's called The Inkwell.
I remember. Well,
You remember that?
I remember that. I don't. Let's see.
Just up here googling movies.
I gotta go back. Oh yeah. Hold on. White Man Can't Jump.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. White Man Can't Jump.
I don't know. I think that's pretty much.
I think that's pretty much it. You got like Bad Boys.
We shouldn't have just. We forgot one of the black movies. You got to go back to.
What?
Man, Candy. Let me tell you something. Candyman.
Oh no, I don't play those games. I never watched
We
that.
used to watch each other in the bathroom say Candyman. That was some stuff. Candyman was real.
I didn't watch it because I said no thanks.
All the Candymans, those things were rough.
That's all.
Oh no, Glory. We forgot about Glory.
Oh yeah, Glory.
Oh yeah, now I seen Glory.
What's the other Denzel Washington movie that everybody loved and they be quoting all the time? He was
He
like
got a lot of movies.
Training Day.
Training Day.
Oh,
I would say anything Denzel I've seen.
Devil in a Blue Dress.
That's a good movie.
I've seen. Yep.
Class Act.
Oh, I watched.
House
Party. All the before
the
they
first-
got the
first two.
original one.
First
Before
two.
that, yeah. Before it got
One and two.
before it got
one and two.
it got whack after a while. I was like, y'all, what y'all doing? Nah,
How did y'all feel about the Scream movies?
that's my stuff, yo.
Black movie.
They get this on some hello, Sydney. Listen.
Oh yeah, Wait to Exhale.
Got one.
Hold up. What's Hurricane?
Yeah, Hurricane was the movie. Denzel when he was a boxer. It was telling the story about when the dude lost.
I never heard of that one.
No, I got one.
Oh,
We was little kids watching this. Y'all ready for that?
What?
Ease Bayou. And
let me tell you something.
I had to Ease Bayou.
Eve's Bayou. I used to watch that thing all the time.
I used to watch it and then
Jamal Thompson, he wasn't alive.
What?
Yes, you were.
Yes, she was. And then when I got older and I realized what the movie was really about,
Yeah, I got to turn that off.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait to Exhale. Oh yeah, Malcolm X. Oh yeah, Malcolm
I
X.
watched Waiting to Exhale a lot. Malcolm X was good too.
I'm not.
Waiting to Exhale. I mean,
I don't like colors. Superfly. I did watch Superfly. Though.
Superfly. What's color?
Oh, the Mac. Huh.
Man, I don't think I watched that. You got Colored Women. You got all the Tyler Perry movies.
Okay, no, we're not going to do it because Tyler. No, mind.
We said Juice.
I'm not getting into the Tyler Perry stuff because that to me that's not black movies.
That's his viewpoint, they don't judge.
I'm just you didn't watch CB4. Jesus.
No, I said CB4 was black.
Oh.
This was. I was about to say Flavor of Love. That was a reality show.
You already said Vampire in Brooklyn?
Yeah, we said Vampire in Brooklyn.
That's about.
I think that's about
Yeah,
it.
we
for,
got
like with the black movies.
between.
Soul Food.
Oh yeah, soul food.
Thin Line. Oh yeah,
Ooh, Big Mama House.
Between Love and Hate. Yo.
classic.
That was
Big Mama House. Big Mama
Big
House.
Mama's House. State property. Oh, I remember.
King of New York. What is that?
I don't know.
State property. I remember.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. You
Booty Call.
Yep. Heck yes. Booty Call.
Yep. That
Oh,
was a good one.
Yeah.
Booty Call was good. No, what was Hot Boys?
I remember Hot Boys.
What?
I remember it, but I didn't watch it though.
You didn't watch Hot Boys? You gotta give Masterpiece of love for that one. It was corny as crap, but it
I
was.
believe that. Hoodlum. No, I ain't heard that one.
I remember Hoodlum.
You watch a lot of TV stuff.
I do. I'm a movie buff. That's what I do.
You watch the movie.
I watch a lot of movies.
All right. Major Pain. Oh yeah, Major Pain.
Oh yeah.
Major Pain was funny to me.
It was. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get something to eat for real.
Yeah, we are about to eat. So
all right.
we have enjoyed this. We talked about some being selfish.
Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I, and we.
The eyes have it.
So we definitely got to shout out because he's doing stuff like that. Anyway, we appreciate y'all going down this movie road, seeing what kind of movies they have not seen yet. But
I've seen majority of these.
Sheila has definitely seen more than me.
I'm about to go pop one on.
We about to watch CB4.
I'm sorry, y'all. You
We're
know,
not looking at no CB4.
we was on the Olsen twins and Disney.
Crush Groove.
I have no idea what that is.
They stop reading the comments. I don't know what that is either.
Oh my god,
Y'all gonna take my black card? I think I'm just black because of the color of my skin.
I'm starting to agree with that.
Yes, please.
You can't help how you're raised.
Right.
But on that note, we love y'all.
Thank
y'all for watching.
I hope you guys have subscribed while you've been watching.
Yes, please
hit the subscribe button.
Share. Tell somebody about us.
Share this with somebody. All right, hit those 3 little dots in the corner. Share this video.
Yes.
Share it on your social media platform. Share it via text message.
Yes.
Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will not miss when the POV goes live.
Yeah.
Goes live. Oh my God, drum line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yeah. Then that takes it into the you got served and
yeah. Stomp the yard.
Right.
Okay. You really into that one. Good night, y'all. We're going to bed for tonight. So we thank y'all. And if for some reason somebody can't catch the live, if they
Save the Last Dance.
Oh no, that was one of my favorites.
That's not a black movie.
Yes, it is.
That's not a black
movie.
Yes, it
is.
That is not a black movie.
Oh no.
Roll Bounce is a black movie.
Save the Last
Dance. I forgot about Roll Bounce.
The movie with T.I. and old girl Laura.
Oh yeah.
What was that called?
I forgot.
Oh, that was good to me.
What was T.I.'s movie called?
What's T.I. movie called?
You said who? T.I.?
ATL.
ATL?
ATL, yeah.
Yes, part 2 to be announced.
Part two. Sorry.
We about to have a movie POV up in here. Like,
we're going for real. No, but for
Into Deep, y'all. Into Deep.
Yeah, Into Deep.
I like that movie.
Yeah, Into Deep is classic.
I also like Deep Blue Sea.
You like Deep Blue Sea?
It's got LL in it.
What about LL? What does it have?
Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
Oh my God.
Deep Blue Sea too.
So no, but for real, we appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys. Share,
and look, tell people we love for y'all to be live and for everybody else to be live. But just in case,
they can always watch the replay too. And if you're out there and you watch the replay and you make it to the end, kudos to you.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Yes.
put it in the comments. Like, watch to the end.
Yes. And we're out there. We're looking for it. Comment while you watch. Give us a thumbs up. Share. It helps us reach more people. With that being
Right.
done, for real,
Hit the like button.
we appreciate y'all. POV Nation. We'll be back in 2 weeks as always.
Yeah.
And baby, do the closing. Cheese eyes.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Ah,
Oh my God.
all right. Thank you guys for watching the Satchel POV. It's been a pleasure sharing our point of view with you.
yes.
You kind of
Love y'all. Good
you
night.
kind of twisted it, but it's okay.
I mean, I had to put some she pizzazz up there, but that's okay.
Some she for that.
I mean, that's
Okay.
me. Mhm.
All right.
I love you.
Okay. We love y'all.
I'm going to need some of them chips.
No,
Yes, I am.
I'm not gonna hurt no chips.